It feels weird going live without an intro at all.
Yeah, it's just us. It's
Yeah,
just us, baby. You know what?
it's
People are gonna have to get used to it.
there's no song, there's no video loop. It's just like conversation backstage,
Right.
conversation live. Like
Do you know
like
what I just realized in this moment?
what's up?
We could do this pod any day. Like we could
Yeah,
we could pre-record
yeah,
episodes and then just be like, dish them out, dish them out. You know, like we only. That's crazy. People are
yeah.
like, is it a Wednesday thing? Like, nah. It's
It's just
alpacas and camel
it's
toes,
alpacas and
dog.
camel toes.
Like
Like
you don't
we,
know. You
bro,
don't
we got
know.
we got something we want to talk about. We about to damn talk about it. Like that's just
Okay.
what's up.
Which you're not wrong. What so what is this hot dog sandwich conversation?
The hot dog sandwich
Where did that come from?
is a hot
What is
dog a
that?
sandwich?
See, to me, I could make the kind of an argument for it, but at the same time, I could make the argument that it's not either. Like I could see both. It's between bread,
Uh huh.
and you have a lot in between it, which to me, like a sub sandwich is like a small, or I mean, is a big hot dog. Like if I get a meatball marinara from Subway, it's just a bigger version of my brat
No, it's not.
hot dog. To me, it's pretty damn close. It's
No,
got
sir.
meatballs in it, and it's breaded.
No, so like, but no, like it's a piece of bread. Okay, so in that sense, you're saying like
Got you.
if you cut like a loaf of bread that hasn't been sliced, like if you cut a loaf of bread in half and just shove meat into it, you're saying that's like a hot dog.
No, I'm saying that's a big sandwich. Like, and I'm saying a hot dog is like a small sub, which a sub is considered a sandwich, right? Like a sub sandwich is, and I think a sub sandwich is just a bigger hot dog. They're very similar. They're very similar in shape. It's just bread just filled with it. Now, but at the same time, right? I could totally see where I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, a sandwich to me, traditional, is square bread that is cut up in loaves. You know what I mean? And I'm putting like, I'm putting, it could be anything, peanut butter jelly sandwich. So like to me, the bread is what defines a sandwich, often,
You know what's crazy? So while
because
I
it's
was
not a burger,
while I was
right?
listening, I actually decided because I hadn't done this before, even though I've had this conversation several times. I did Google what technically a sandwich is, and it's a
There you
food
go.
typically consisting of vegetables, sausage, cheese, or meat placed on or between slices of bread. So,
There
so,
you
so
go. Slices of bread.
by that, to me, it has to have slices of bread. We got to have veggies. We got to
Right.
have meat. We got to have cheese. Like that's the big difference. And the thing is, like in some places, I guess like a Chicago style dog or a New York style dog, like where they start
Oof.
putting like
Oof.
peppers
Which I
and
love.
and
That's my
sauerkraut and
favorite.
stuff.
The
Like
works.
yeah, so like those are technically sandwiches, I guess. Like
Yes,
there
that's what
there
I would.
there is a
Yeah.
better argument. So I guess it
Yeah.
depends. Like I guess from my
I agree.
perspective, it depends on what kind of hot dog.
Right, like yes, because it's funny. I'm older and now I love that shit. Like give me
Yeah, yeah.
sauerkraut,
Oh
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
jalapeno. When I was young, dude, I was plain. I was a very plain. I didn't really fuck with a lot of food,
Yeah.
like having stuff in it. But now I'm the opposite. Now. But yeah, I'm totally. I was so curious about that because whoever brought that up in the chat, you were like, "Wait a fucking second."
Well, yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I don't think I still like to me because when I think about like a hot dog, like there is a difference between a hot dog, a chili dog, a chili cheese dog, like a Chicago dog, a New York dog,
Yeah,
like all
yeah,
those are different
they're
categories
very
to me.
different.
So for like a hot dog, just a plain hot dog, that's not a sandwich. A chili cheese dog, I still don't think is a sandwich because there's no vegetables on it really, unless you got like
Right,
some onions
right,
and some relish in there.
right.
But like after that, honestly, you might have to you got to look at the ingredients on there. So maybe
Right,
like
like just what it's actually made of, and it's between bread. I mean,
yeah.
it's a hard thing to. Okay, we got something.
Tater actually gave us so the U.S. Department
US.
of Agriculture describes sandwich as a meat or poultry filling between two sauces. But see right there?
So that's meat. Okay, so that's
But
just
see,
meat. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. A sub sandwich. So a hot dog is a sandwich. Yeah, like it's. I think that's as simple as it is. But if people like to dig a little bit, then they change. Because like a simple hot dog, before this conversation, I'd be like, it's its own category. It's not
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
sandwich. It's literally its own category.
What?
Kind of like a burger. People would, if you got a chicken sandwich, it's different than a hamburger. They're different. You wouldn't call, right? Or is that different?
I'm still sitting. Yeah, it's different. It's different. 100%. Like that's the other thing though. Like you can use the same bun, but chicken is still a sandwich, and a burger is still a burger. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, that was interesting. I had to know. Okay, wait, what? Hold on, can you highlight what Loopy's? What if two people
are making sandwiches at the same time?
That'd be funny.
Hey!
Just a little. Yep, the world's biggest sandwich, bro.
The world's biggest sandwich.
That's fucking hilarious.
Okay. Okay. Hey, I'm with that. So, we're about 5 minutes in. Quick curtail, just to kind of talk about what this is for anybody that's missed, what's coming up, or, if we post this, wherever it goes, whatever this thing turns into in this crazy world. If you guys don't know, Alpacas and Cameltoes here, we're getting our discussions out. We're getting our thoughts out. We're talking about things.
This is 5 months worth of built up emotion.
Yeah. So we had planned on doing like just recording this piece, like the whole thing, and then not going live until like the last 30 minutes or so. Somebody messed up how we set that up, so we're doing this one live. Moving forward, like it'll probably be like we'll record it, then do like the last piece live. Everybody can catch us while our mind is warped, and then it'll be a video or audio drop in, whatever the case may be. Geminator says if a tree drops and no one hears it, does it make a sound?
Well, so I think that's a funny conversation, because you have the witty asshole who would say, if no one's there to hear it, then no. But it's like, shit's happening regardless of us. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a very simple way of thinking. So that's the way I view it. I'm like, yeah, of course it's making sound.
I'm gonna take it more scientific. I'm gonna say yes, because if you think of what a sound is an actual
vibrations.
Well, it's vibrations. It's measurable waves, and so there's no way it doesn't.
Right, it hits. It's a fucking It's just It's just a reaction thing. Yep. So Geminator though, that's fucking hilarious. He's probably like, I didn't think you'd answer that, but I'm glad you guys did. Yo, Geminator, if you're not taking a dab right now, because you smoke wax, right, or whatever it is, you better get lifted, dog.
Geminator only does edibles.
Oh, edibles. Okay, edibles.
Yeah.
Whew, bro,
Yeah,
I need to get me some. I haven't, so because I know you. Let's have a little discussion about that. Let's talk about the preferences so you prefer, all right, papers, you prefer rolling, and then you prefer pipe smoking, right?
Sure.
Is that what it is?
Sure, with tobacco, yeah.
Okay, what about with marijuana?
I mean, I live in Kentucky where that's not an option.
But if you were to get them, just edibles.
Yeah, I would probably that would probably be. I don't know. I would think that would be low on my list though, because if you look at like the science behind it and everything, there's just no consistent way to measure how much you're getting, what you're getting.
Right.
Having like dealing with anxiety, like, I don't want too much. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't blame you. You can get there really quick too.
Yeah.
Really fucking quick.
And that's the thing. Like, if there's no concrete way to like surely measure everything, like I guess the concrete way is just to like take a whole brick, and that you're getting like the whole thing. But I don't think I want that. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, I mean, I have a scale, so I'm like that. I can, if I ever wanted to, I could just be like, yo, did you really give me 3.5? Let's see this shit. I would never do that, but like at home, I'll definitely do that. Not in front of the dispensary, obviously. That's like ridiculous, but yeah, it's totally different, because since it's legal here, man. I even mentioned in that EP recently, like, the copper state and cooperation, because I'm smoking legislation now. Like, dude, AZ's with it. With it.
That's a clever line too. Like,
oh yeah,
like,
baby.
like real talk. it's crazy that it's not though. Like just kind of detouring for a second, like into victimless crimes. Like how are you gonna legislate like victimless crimes? Like talking about
Right,
smoking weed or
right,
something like that. Like I understand if you're distributing to minors, so on and so forth. Like that's terrible.
right.
But when we're talking about if you're just recreationally, personally using something, when we're talking about like even seatbelts, like how do you legislate seatbelts? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I in my head, at my core, I cannot fathom like how we're in a society where we're just like, you know what? I'm gonna register all my things. I'm gonna do, you know, I don't know. I don't see the legislation that leads to this point in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, we'll see if we get there.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like the inevitable outcome is it ends up decriminalized. I mean, there is no way that it can be criminalized because even where it's
Yeah.
illegal, like it's rampant in places it's illegal. So like,
Dude, man, I'll give you a crazy bite high story right here, bro. So I was I'm not gonna say where or anything like that, but bro, my first real job was
yeah,
such a joke, like such a joke, but it was still security. I would literally spend 12 to 16 hour shifts, so like 6 p.m., to like 6 a.m. or even later, and it would be at construction sites, just me and my car, like that's it. And so I'm like, okay, I'm 18 years old, I smoke weed, I'm gonna invite my friends over.
yeah.
And
Oh,
so, yeah, oh yeah. So like, dude, I mean, didn't matter where, didn't matter. I mean, just if homies would just come over and we just chill and smoke. But there was one time, bro, my freaking crazy ex I don't know what, dude. She confided with another one of my friends' girlfriends at the time, his crazy ex, and they called the cops on where we were, and the cops just rolled up and we were smoking, and I was just like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Like, they're like, "We got a call that," I was like, "There's no fucking way. Like, you just got a call of like that's some bullshit." Like, I know, so if, like whatever they said was bullshit, but yeah, my one friend took the fall for all of us. But we were all so fucking stoned. Like, we were
yeah,
so fucking stoned. But my one friend just took the fall, and we were all able to like just be chill, except for him. He got booked. He got detained. He got let go. Like, he didn't actually get like
yeah,
like a night in jail or anything. So, but that dude, it was a crazy. I was
y'all
young.
got
I mean,
y'all
I was
got
a young
terrified.
cat. Oh yeah, because I'm just like I'm just it's my work, so I'm just like, okay, like, oh, fuck me, like this is the worst possible thing that could be happening right now. Like, it's still
Yeah,
illegal, like, you know what I mean? And yeah, fuck that shit. So
yep,
the po ain't man, they're always on some bullshit when it comes with weed. Always will be, always will
yep,
be. Fucking
yep.
sick of it.
If you ain't got it, you gonna have it.
Oof. Yeah, yeah.
Right on.
When's the last time you've actually had an enjoyable? Was it years ago before you were in the army?
Oh,
When you,
probably,
yeah, when
probably.
you actually enjoyed it before anxiety was crazy. I
Yeah,
believe it.
yeah, yeah. No, like I'm a person even with drinking. Like I drink a fair amount, but it's like I like to be in control. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I don't like to get to a point where either
definitely.
you hit that extreme high where you're just worried, like
Yeah,
like your heart beats and you're just like, oh, what did I
right,
just skip a beat? Like what just
right.
happened there? Or
It's
you
too
know where
much. It's too much for you guys when you don't have a tolerance.
yeah,
Because like when that happens to me, I'm able to just be like so quick. Like they've become good little tests of being able to like center yourself and ground yourself. But if you don't have a tolerance, that shit's just over.
yeah,
There ain't no grabbing on. No, you're just like, oh my god,
yeah,
is my breathing like faster than my heart? No way, I can
yeah.
feel my beat in my eyelids.
You're trying to get your whole body in rhythm.
Yeah, like
Well,
that's the worst,
the cr-
man.
the crazy thing to me, and this is what I tell people all the time. Like the crazy thing to me was, when I was growing up, it was like everybody was like, "Do you want to buy weed?" Like that was the
Oh,
question that would come up. Like that shady guy is like, do you want to buy weed? And you're either
right.
like, yes, I would like to buy weed, or you're like, no, I would not like to buy weed. Now it's like, do you want to buy weed? Yeah, it's, let's say your answer is yes. Then now it's like, okay, do you want high, mid? Do you want low? Do you want medicinal? Like, and then you're like,
Yeah.
fuck, like,
It's
okay.
evolved.
And then it's like, okay, so next step, do you want Afghan? Do you want perp? Do you want Kush? Like, what direction you trying to go in with this? It's
Yeah.
like, you need a fucking menu with like samples and shit just to even figure out like what do you want to.
Yeah, dude, it's become a fucking
Yeah.
crazy process. I mean, as introverted as I can be, like I hate going to places where I have to like tell them what my
Yeah.
order is. Like Chipotle, I hate
Well-
having to, because I'm just so introvert sometimes, especially when I'm stoned. Like the last thing I want to do is talk to people like that much. and
it's-
shit.
It's probably different for you guys though, because like you got a dispensary, you probably do have like the menu and everything, right? Like,
Well, recreational usage gets treated like dirt compared to people with their med cards. Like
Yeah.
rec people, it's just more of like, okay, if you have a dispensary, they're gonna be like, for an eighth, you have $40 tier, $30 tier, 50. Like they have different tiers, and then they have different, the strains to pick from, whether you want a sativa dominant or a plain indica, but they have it, and then the percentage of THC you can look at, or if there's terpenes in one or cannabinoids in the other. Like they go depth, like really in depth, but as far as actual like the peak of it, you know what I mean? They have it very split. Like we don't get deals, we just get like a crazy 17% discount or tax, not discount. We get tax like
Taxed.
17%. Like it's crazy. Yeah, I always have Dream. She has her fucking card, God bless, and so she's always picking up for us. Yeah, like if I give her $80 and if I have $80, it's different.
right?
It's ridiculous. Yeah, no, but you're not wrong, bro. It's a crazy process. It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
What up, I know I haven't really been saying hi to everybody. I'm not really paying attention to the chat too much, but because I'm vibing over here. But everybody that's here, thank you. Like this has already been fun, and we're only 17 minutes in. It's going by fast as
How
shit.
is it 17 minutes
Yeah.
in? I feel like I just said, okay, we're 5 minutes in, so this is what we're doing.
Yeah, dude, it's going quick, but it's like also like, hey, that's how it is sometimes when you just be vibing.
Yeah. Well, what up, everybody? Yeah, I think my plan was at some point, like, because we were planning on going live like later on in this. This was supposed to be like the recorded piece, and so like I think we'll definitely start paying attention a lot more to the chat as we progress. But literally, this is born of our desire to have like small conversations throughout the streams, and basically the yin to our yang. So, but what up, everybody? I know I saw Tater ask a few times which of us is an alpaca and which is a camel toe. It's just the vibe, man. Like it's
I was
just
about to
that
say
vibe.
alpacas and cameltoes is just more of I think it perfectly describes just the randomness. Like we go from alpacas to cameltoes.
Yep.
Like the conversation piece.
Yep.
It's funny. We were like, we'll both show up wearing our girlfriends' fucking and wives, like shit, so we
Yep.
can see the camel toe in that. But we wouldn't. That wouldn't work.
Speaking of which, it was hilarious. Jay said earlier in the Discord, he was like, so Germ and Sierra. I forgot my own wife's name for a second there. Germ and Sierra need to make their own podcast too, called Llamas and Moose Knuckles. And
That'd be fucking amazing.
I'm like, how great would it be
Bro.
just because like Sierra's all like,
Bro, that would be genius.
it'd be so great. Like Llamas and Moose Knuckles, they just come on, and then Sierra like immediately started telling me, because apparently her and Germ are connected on social media and such. Sierra started telling me apparently Germ had a pet caterpillar that turned into a butterfly, and she released it, and I'm like me
They
on
got plenty
me.
to talk about.
I'm like, y'all just go. Y'all just go.
That's right. Just
Like,
spread your wings.
Just
Go.
do it. Just do
Go.
it. Because apparently there are levels to these things that I just don't know. Like,
Honestly, that's fucking hilarious. Germinator, I
bless.
have not done DMT. It's so funny. My two friends have done DMT, and they didn't even like They were never interested in it, and like I got way interested in it years ago, and then like I was like, oh, one day I'll do it. It'll just come across and I'll do it. But it happened to them first, and I was like,
Yeah.
are you fucking kidding me? Like, what are the odds of that? But there's two kinds there's definitely the 5-MeO or 5-MO, whatever, is way different than just the regular dimethyltryptamine because the molecule attached it's just slightly different. I don't know the exact engineering and the chemistry, but it's like night and day between the effects. Mike Tyson talks about the one with the 5-MeO, which is the toad venom, and or 5-MeO, whatever it is. It's crazy, bro.
Yo, wait. So is there legitimacy to that Family Guy episode where like everybody's licking toads and everything? Like, is that what that comes from?
Yeah,
no, licking toads.
Yeah,
licking toad. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a funny one. All the kids in the fucking school are you licking toad, bro? And then they end up like getting sick or dying.
Yeah. Yo, is that tied to that though?
Yeah, absolutely.
What?
Absolutely, dude. It's been a popular thing, but Joe Rogan's like recently the one who like made it like.
How do I know nothing about this stuff? Like, and I watched it. Well, I used to watch Joe Rogan before he left YouTube.
Yeah, for real. Just went straight to Spotify.
I mean, what a flex,
a lot of money.
Though. Like, I mean, that's a flex.
A lot of money, dude.
If you got it, do it. You know,
bro. If I do DMC ever, I'll be like struggling to look back at this computer. I'm like, dude, I can't look at this now. I just saw the world through my nipple, and it was crazy. You think I can just watch a screen now? Like, who knows? The things I read people go through, man. Oh my God. Especially if you have trauma, it's just like, all right, well, fuck your life.
Saw your world through a nipple.
Just right, yeah. It was just like my perspective went to right here. And just, yo, I'll show a nipple if someone wants me to. I'm just saying.
What was it last night? We were talking. I mean, like the stripper poles are on the table, like backing it up, twerking, all that. Like this is the show for all that stuff.
We're gonna throw it back. That's amazing.
That is true though, Jay. Shout out to Llama for the name Alpacas and Cameltoes. Also, what up, Alyssa, over on Twitch, because we are live on Twitch and YouTube. Appreciate anybody making use of that Twitch stream.
Yeah,
because
the Twitch fam, for real.
Because, you know, that's that next path.
So is it, I was about to say Elisa, so it is Alyssa?
Alyssa, yeah.
Okay. What up? I'm like, Elisa? No, wait, okay. Bro, I'm still laughing so hard about that opening of the hot dog conversation. That's amazing.
You're still stuck on hot dogs? Are they mini? They're like miniature subs.
I would have never considered, like, if someone had asked me that, I would have been like, wow, I've never thought about it. Like, give me a good day to think about this. And that's what I did. I thought about it for a while, and I was like, well, it's like a sub, and a sub's considered a sandwich, so that's my guess.
I just picture for like the last 24 hours, like Bot has his kitchen table. It's just like, here's a sandwich.
Yeah,
here's
just
a burger.
laid out.
Yeah, this is a sandwich. This is a burger. This is a sub, and this is a hot dog. Like science experiments, like microscope. Like what is the similarity? What is the difference?
Bro, we need to do a. I guess it can be perfect for this stream. Obviously not for Alpha Tuesdays because that's music. The Hot Ones challenge, and we need to make we need to make it to where we, as a community, we all earn it. You know what I mean? So like we have a either a sub count or a donation count or both, and we have to hit them both. And then once we hit them, then boom, because it's like, yo, that shit's gonna be fun as fuck.
Like the levels and everything. Like do the levels,
and the chat can we could do a community thing to where we have everybody just submit questions, and then you and I can pick like the best questions that you'll ask me, and we'll just kind of not interview each other, but we'll just be like, yo, these are the chat's questions.
Just riff over some wings.
Yeah, and it's good, dude. It's gonna be fucking ridiculous. Oh my lord,
I'm with it.
It's gonna be ridiculous.
Saw my man Big Buzz jump in here. What up, Buzz? How you
G?
doing, man?
What up, G?
Man's making plays, man. He been touring and everything.
Nice, dude. I'm jealous. That's awesome.
Son.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So what's up on this Pokemon conversation? Because that's what we were having last night.
Well, there's a few to be made. Because there's Pokemon MMO.
Uh-huh.
And then there's just in general all of the other different, like, we could straight up simultaneously cast our streams.
Mm-hmm.
And we could do Nuzlocke challenges, see who gets the farthest in a stream.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Me.
Or we can get to the point where we just battle each other like an MMO. I wonder if there's... See, it would be cool if I had a Mac or whatever, because then you could do those Pokemon apps, and we could stream our screens and do the Pokemon... like those cool... like Or Pokemon Unite. We could do Pokemon Unite, dude. That shit.
Bro, I've been playing Pokemon Unite. It is dope. Like, for
nice,
real.
dude.
Like,
yeah,
for real.
I've barely fucking played it.
Nice.
Yeah. No,
It's-
I barely played it.
It's enjoyable. I think Buzz wants to join the Hot Ones episode. Like, he ready to do this wing challenge with us, too.
Bro, it's the third seat's called a hot seat for a reason, so that's only making sense.
I'm saying like we need Buzz up in this hot seat challenge. Also, how about Buzz? How you gonna keep circling me and not stop in and let's go to Waffle House at any point? Like, because I'm just saying, I know you've been on I-75 for the past couple of weeks. Like you still ain't made a pit stop in here.
He calling you out, dog. He calling you out. Dude,
Just
that
saying.
would be fun. Dude, see, that's the thing. We could plan so many. Because, dude, it's not like we're going to eat all of the hot sauce that first time. We could do multiple of them, bro. Like, we can, oh my God, that is so fun. If we had that as a series to where, like, good God, I don't know, about once a month, my asshole would be bleeding so bad probably that first night.
Did you catch on Sierra's birthday? We did the have you seen the Bean Boozled, like the little fiery Bean Boozled, like the
Oh no.
You know what the Bean Boozled is, right? Jelly Belly makes like those nasty ass flavors like rotted milk and stuff.
Yeah.
And then like you've got the on the flip side of that, you've got like the good flavors. Well, this one takes away the good flavors, and it's like 5 stages of heat. So you start out, it's got a little spinner with it and everything too. Like you start out with sriracha, then it goes to jalapeno, then cayenne, then habanero, and then the Carolina Reaper. Nice. And so like they're all just little jelly beans. Well, me and Sierra did that the other day. They're fantastic. I didn't think any of them were really hot, but they are amazing jelly beans.
It's the flavor, bro.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I don't know if I would like them compact in a, but I'm also saying that having never tried them, I'm just not big on I'm not candy even a little bit.
No, I'm not
crazy.
I'm not either, but like these are good. Which I like jelly beans though. Like I don't like candy, but I like jelly beans.
I'm trying to think like I don't know if I've ever had good like actual jelly beans that I've liked, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, I've never been a fan of them. I like those I think they're called Zergs or some shit like that. They're like super sour. They're sour jelly beans kind of. They're just coated a little bit more. So they're
Zergs.
Yeah, I think it's called Zergs. Cuz it's like a green box.
That's not it.
Type in like sour. It's a movie candy.
I just keep finding Emperor Zurg from Toy Story.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I can't
like
think of what it would be.
That's literally all I'm getting from my search results right now.
I got you. Let's see. Movie theater candy boxes. There we go. Because they're more like Sour Patch Kids in terms of like flavoring, but they're physically like jelly beans. That's the best way to describe them.
Are you talking about Mike and Ike's?
No, they were very similar to Mike and Ike's though. It could have been an off-brand of them that I just remember. You know what I mean? But they were sour. They were very good.
This is like straight up just an Arizona thing. Like this is not a real thing in the real world.
Yeah, I was about to say it might fucking be.
Well,
Bunch of Crunch is a real candy, right? That's chocolate.
Huh?
Do you remember Bunch of Crunch? It's just like the little chocolate, like Crunch bars.
Oh yeah, no, that's like an actual Nestle Crunch thing though. Like Nestle Crunch makes that.
That's my other one that I like. Is what I'm saying. Like if I go to the movie theaters, it would be that or those. Dude, if they're Mike and Ike's, I'm just high as fuck. But were Mike and Ike's sweet though? I thought they were sour.
Well, there's a sour version of Mike and Ike's.
Maybe.
There's sour Mike and Ike's.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think. Maybe that is what it is. That's fucking hilarious. I can't remember. I haven't had them in forever. That's why I'm like drawing a blank. They're the best though. I love those.
Well,
So you said you didn't like you don't like Crunch Bar chocolate?
No, brother. I first of all, I don't like chocolate. Second, I don't like crisped rice in candy bars.
Wow.
So like literally Nestle Crunch and its
Yeah,
little bastard child. Yeah, like that just.
So what's
Nope.
okay, let me guess. Do you like? Wow, I want to guess one that you fucking like. Paydays.
They're all right.
Okay.
So I can do like minimal chocolates. Like I can do Reese Cups and Caramellos and stuff as long as it's overpowered by something else. But like,
because the peanut butter.
yeah, but like probably my favorite candy bar. Have you ever had a Zero Bar?
Wow.
Like,
Can you pull it up? See what it's.
yeah. Like the let's see, Zero Bar. So it's like white with like little nougaty goodness on the inside. Like check this out. Okay, look at this.
Nut?
Wait, that's why did
Oh
that?
wow, that looks like
Hang on.
okay, that looks pretty good.
Yeah, this
So,
right here.
Was white chocolate? That's white chocolate.
Why do you
right?
keep opening in a new tab? I don't think so. I don't think it's white chocolate. Hang on. Let's
What
go to
else would
Wick.
it- What else would
Let's
that
see.
be?
Introduce composed of a combination of caramel, peanut, almond, nougat covered with a layer of white chocolate fudge. Okay, yeah.
There you go.
So it is white chocolate. But it's white chocolate, which doesn't really taste as much like chocolate as
It's
it does
sweet.
vanilla.
It's like a dude. Did you ever do those? No, I already know that answer. Well, I'm dumb. No, because it's just a Crunch Bar variation. I just thought about it. It's literally I'm just like no, we would not because it was cookies and cream. So maybe you would like it.
I might have had it. No,
You're
definitely
like,
not.
Nope. You're like rip. Fuck that
Definitely
shit.
not.
Boy, I ain't doing that.
If you're talking about like adding cookies and cream to an already shitty situation, then no,
exactly.
I've
Yeah,
not done
yeah.
that. No.
Yeah, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, no.
Oh
Ugh.
man, dude, that kills me.
Look at this. You see this conspiracy happening in the chat right now?
I mean, we could just both walk away from our chairs
Yeah,
and switch
yeah.
lives.
We'll just walk away. Like,
Yeah, you guys can have the seats. Jeremy, this is your cushion anyway. So I mean, I'm just saying.
everyone in the chat, shout out llamas and moose knuckles.
Bro,
The sister show
can you pull up the logo, like just the design, so people
for
can
this.
so people can just
Yeah.
see how great of a job Sierra did.
Yeah, let me see here.
Fucking
There it
killed it.
is.
Yeah, and then if she just makes her own, theirs would be so much cooler than ours. Oh, bro. It would.
There's just becomes better immediately.
They
It's just
take
like
it all over.
It's just like yeah.
We have to not stream ever like at the same time. It's just
Yep,
always got to be
yep.
like 3 days apart.
We lose literally anyone who would come and see what we have to talk about.
Yep. Oh yeah. That's fucking
Let's see.
amazing.
Where's my email? Okay, there's my email.
Dude, I got my fucking Chewbacca shirt on, dude.
Oh yeah.
I'm not a big Chewbacca fan per se, but you know, Star Wars. Let's go with that.
I'm about some Star Wars.
I saw someone big hyping episode 1. Did you like episode 1?
No. Oh God.
Yeah, that's
no.
like a very small crowd.
Are we about to have that conversation?
We will. Look at this though.
Look at this though.
Look at that detail.
Just look at the
Amazing.
majesty
The
that went
YMCA
into.
kills me, bro.
Yeah, man. Like we got YMCA in the background. We got. We got. Of course, we got the alpaca and the camel toe up top. I mean, you got your boys. We got some logos, kind of transparent down at the bottom.
A little trippy
You know,
background.
I mean, hey. What more could we have asked for just a beautiful backdrop for this show?
Dude, that shit's dope as fuck. That shit's dope as fuck. I love it. It's like they had to see it. They had to see it. They
Oh,
had
yeah.
to see it.
9 whole hours. Jesus, really?
I mean, however many it took, it shows. You know what I'm saying? Like this
Yeah.
thing looks dope as hell.
Yeah, it's fantastic. That just
Man.
that seems extremely excessive to me.
You're just like, when did
Like-
these hours
Like,
happen?
did our child provide for herself during this time? Like, what happened?
I'm pretty sure she was the designer. She was there helping the entire time. She's like, Mom, you're fucking it up. It's supposed to be, no, his beanie sits like this on his head.
Yeah, it's tilted. It's slightly askew, if you
Yep.
will. Okay.
Oh, that's so fucking funny, man. Yeah, but no, Star Wars.
Are you a big enough Star Wars fan to like? No, you're not. But like, do you have like a ranking of the movies?
Yeah, I love Star Wars. I'm a big Star Wars fan.
I didn't think that you were that. Okay.
Yeah,
So
no, it's more old. Like, I'm very specific with what I like, though. For
yeah.
sure.
Well,
Like,
I'm stupid.
not-
You've got a friggin' picture of Kylo Ren like right beside your head, and I'm like, so. I mean, what order are we going in here? Like, but, I don't know. Do you like that thing that is literally pictured twice in your
right,
background right now?
Right? To be fair, they both were gifts, so don't worry about it. Don't worry.
Fair,
about
fair.
It. But yeah, no, I'm so just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Yeah. No,
I need to watch them.
You gotta do 7, 8, and 9 too. Like they are now part of it.
That's a whole. We will. But let's just start easy, because that's gonna be. Oh man, that's not fair. That's that 7, 8, 9 is just bullshit in terms of like delivery and what they could have done. Anyway, okay, so this makes me just want to rewatch them all, because I'm sure. Because next week I want to have this conversation revisited, and then I'll be like, okay, my opinion is totally different after watching this as an adult. Because I was one of the very few people, I feel like, my age who literally watched 4, 5, and 6 first. Because I grew up with my grandparents, and so they had
Sure.
the VHS
Yeah,
trilogy. It was so cool. And so they had the VHS trilogy, so I watched those. And that's why it fucked me up when I found out Vader, was like, I didn't put it together when I was that young. So when I saw Anakin become Vader in episode 3, it fucked me up, even though it shouldn't have. But I was just too young. But anyway, so I love 4, 5, and like they're such a high standard. Like if you were to just like never make anything after 4, 5, and 6, I'd be like, that was cool as shit. Like that was cool and shit. So I guess 6 is my favorite because Luke is so renowned. Like he goes through the Jabba's palace so quick. Like everything. R2D2's clutch as fuck. You know what I mean? Like,
shout out, because to this point in my life, I've always considered myself the only Star Wars fan I know that puts 6 first. Like,
bro, it's up there.
I'm saying
it's
like
so
it's
up there.
Hands down, it's my number one.
It's so, and then just all of it is so fucking great.
Yeah.
It's so fucking great. And then I think Empire Strikes Back is second for me with those. And then, A New Hope is really low for me. Like, A New Hope is really low. It's whatever. I like the beginning a lot. Like, I love the first half of the movie. The second half is whatever. It's just kind of basic to me. It really wasn't crazy. It really just wasn't crazy.
It was a good starter.
Yes, it was boom. It was the best kind of starter it could have been.
And I feel that 100% personally.
It just wasn't fair that Empire Strikes Back was so good, and then 6 was like, "Yo, I'm gonna just make this.
I'm just gonna be better. Fuck you." Yeah.
And then for me, with the first, I would have to rate 3, 2, and 1, or whatever, that first trilogy. Next, because to me that's the next. I think the original 4, 5, those are the best ones. Those for me, loved them. Those are my first ones. And then I love the actual fighting of 3, like the choreography, how much action there is fucking amazing. It's just so great. I played that video game Revenge of the Sith so much. Like I just was Anakin murdering the Jedi Temple over and over.
This is the coolest thing that I can do right now.
Murdering. So yeah, I love 3. 2 and 1, I don't really. I guess 2 would be the next one I like, and then 1 would be the last one I like.
Yeah.
Because 1's cool in the fact that Darth Maul is like this fucking And then the lore about Darth Maul is cool if you learn it. Like him being like he was picked up from Sidious as a baby and then dropped off at an island and then like had to survive on an island for a really long time. And then Sidious comes back and like Maul like bites him and goes to fucking kill him purely out of savagery. But I hate what he turned into after Obi. Like I wish he died with Obi-Wan. Like
he should have. He should have.
He so should have. I totally agree.
If you go into the expanded universe, I think the expanded universe before Disney handled all of that outside like much better than when Disney came in. Because Disney came in and they just wanted to appeal to edgelords and be like, oh, we have this demon character. Let's just keep milking him as much as we can because this looks cool and this is what people want to see. I don't want to see that. I hate Darth Maul. I thought he was so cool when the movie first came out, and then just all the hype around him just killed it for me. It's just like
I don't blame you even a little.
It's just like Pink Floyd in my mind. Like
that's the popularity. That's how I feel with I'm getting there with Revan, if you like the Old Republic and that era.
So yes, because Revan has a really cool story. Revan has a really cool story through the Old Republic. Had a really cool story when they brought him into or through the Old Republic through the MMO. He had a really cool story when they brought him into that. Had a really cool story through KOTOR. Had a really cool. I don't know if you read any of his standalone books before before Disney.
Drew, I've got it.
Yeah. Fantastic story with Revan. Like Revan is a fantastic character, and then it's just like there's just so much hype around him though, because it's like, oh, because he was a good guy and then he was a bad guy and now he's a good guy again and now he's the only Jedi who can be married, and like it's like
right.
But it's more because we've seen all this. Like this all happened.
No, that's why I like got so pissed at 7, 8, and 9, because it's like they did not even like they reference the Rule of Two and Revan in 9, I believe it was.
Yeah.
But it's like first off, what did you think about 3, 2, and 1? I don't think we ever touched on that.
Oh, so my order goes a little bit different because I incorporate 3, 2, and 1 with my top 6.
Oh, okay, I feel you.
Because for me it goes 6 and then 3, just because 3 was such a fantastic movie.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
And then it's 5, 4, 2, and 1, and then like everything that Disney made is after that. And honestly, with the Disney movies, it progressively got worse. So it's literally just 7, 8, and 9 because 7 was bad. 8, I was like, y'all are just fucking this. Like, and then 9, you just don't want to make money.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's one like Darth Sidious is the most interesting. Darth J says interesting. I just looked over at the chat. He's definitely, if you know everything about him, I mean, first off, the Grand Experiment. Darth Sidious and Grand Plagueis.
Yeah.
They literally created Anakin.
Yeah.
On accident. The Force was like, no, motherfucker, you can't manipulate the Force like this. Out of spite, I'm gonna birth the end of it. It's so subtly hinted at too. Like I love, because it's kind of hinted at in the movies, like a little bit. If you read the book Plagueis, it's so like just kind of subtly sprinkled in that they're doing this thing, and then there's just a new feeling in the Force, and it's like, oh, and then you randomly find Anakin a few years later. Yeah, right, yeah, dude, it's bro. Okay, I don't know why, but that made me think of. I fucking hate the Jar Jar Sith trolls.
Oh yeah,
bro, like that like people love to say it as a serious thing, and I'm just like, guys, he literally, there's a scene in episode 1 where he's in the back working on that pod racer, and he would have died if he didn't get help from who was that helped him, because he got his tongue stuck on the thing. It was like I don't think it was C-3PO. It wasn't Annie. He was in the pod. Maybe
it wasn't Qui-Gon, was it? I haven't watched that movie in forever.
Right. Yeah.
I know exactly. I know exactly which part you're talking about. I can't, because it's where he gets his hand stuck and then he's coming out and like I can't think about what happened.
Right. Yeah. Like that's So I'm like, dude, he would have died right there. That's not a Sith Lord, dog. I don't give a fuck. But yeah, dude, I hated when that was a thing. That was a talking point for people, and I was
Yeah.
like, y'all are trash.
Everyone's just stupid. Like everyone want, and it's such a troll anyway because Jar Jar has no like real purpose. Like why even keep trolling saying he's coming back? Like what's the point? Like let him go. Let him die. Let him be dead and gone. Like
that's got to be like the title of this episode. Like that. Like let Jar Jar die or something.
Let Jar Jar die.
Like he's gotta go, man. Jar Jar's gotta go. Like honestly.
Yeah. Well, for real.
Yeah.
I've never met a single person who likes Jar Jar besides my wife. The first time she watched those movies, saying, "Oh, he was cute," and I'm like,
just a different creature to be there.
Yeah, and it's just like you are the mark. Like you are a bad person.
Yeah, it's funny but stupid. I agree. That's the same. Jay said it perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah. They fucked Darth Maul. I mean, maybe like he probably should have been, but I mean Qui-Gon's like the whole thing is like he's so lucky and like he's unique.
But if you watch the stuff now, he's there with like robot legs and everything. Like Qui-Gon got fucked. Qui-Gon was dealt the most injustice of anybody in Star Wars. Okay.
Well, I agree.
Qui-Gon and Dooku both actually.
Dooku made his decisions, man. He was his own convictions. Like he was like, "Yo, you guys fucked over Qui-Gon and didn't handle it well. I'm leaving the council." Like, and then he was dumb enough to like actually get manipulated 100% by Sidious. Like he got like 100%, and like he shouldn't have. Like that's the thing. Like his character should not have been duped into it, and he was like not fully duped, but he was like he was pretty. He got turned into Darth Tyrannus by. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, he was rich. I mean, he had his life really. I feel you. Like
he was
the
politician.
He really could have walked away and just Dooku could have just retired and not cared about anything.
Could have. I mean, but it's just like, you know, it's cool.
But when you're talking about how he got manipulated by Palpatine, like a good chunk of that comes from too, though. If you think about it, comes from. Like, he really hated the Republic at that point. He was mad because of what went down. Yeah.
Yeah. It was more like he sought out the Chancellor rather than the Sith Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think that's a big thing was like, you know, was he manipulated? Yes. Was he also kind of playing to his own ends? Yes. He kind of got consumed on that, you know?
Yeah.
But I think he was done dirty either way.
I agree. Like, he shouldn't have. Like, his character, like, everything about him being, like, compared to Yoda and fucking bladesmanship and all that fucking cool shit. And then Mace Windu. Like, Mace Windu should have been the fight with Dooku. Like, that should have been the because Mace would have shat on him so hard with Vapad, bro. Vapad would have just been like, yeet. Like, okay, let's have a conversation about the scene with Sidious and Windu when he's deflecting, you know, the lightning and Sidious is just in the window like, don't let him kill me. Do you think that was him just being like, I'm gonna pretend like I'm dying so you can, or do you think it was like, no, like this moment had to be real so Anakin could respond and save Palpatine?
I guess I think it was real. Personally, because I do think he was permanently physically altered, you know, because he doesn't look the same. Now that brings up the question, you know, did he already look like that? Had the dark side, you know, already kind of started corrupting him, and then that just got rid of the mask, and then he showed himself, you know. That's a fair question. I would say I think after that fight, though, I think he was definitely drained, but I do think that Anakin's kind of rage, hesitance, all that stuff really kind of fueled him back up. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. To the so he definitely made that as an excuse because in 1 and 2, anytime it shows Sidious in that hood, you could still see he's very crypt. Like you could still see. Like,
see, I don't catch that. I don't catch that though.
I mean, to me, it could just, and then the way like what's it called? The Old Republic and stuff. They depict him whenever he's in his hood form, like in the Rebels, like the cartoons, all those different Clone Wars, anytime they depict him in the hoodie, I remember his face being like not necessarily, I guess. Maybe you're right. Maybe not deformed. I still just remembered it being really old and wrinkly, less so than, or more so than when he's just a regular dude. Because I thought he was just using that as an excuse to no longer have to hide his form from the public. You know what I mean? That's how I always interpreted it.
I need to look. I need to see like his hologram from episode 1, because even when him and Darth Maul are actually physically walking, it's not a hologram. He still has the hood over his face, but he looks normal from like that bottom piece right there, and that's where it shows like the most of his face. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So yeah, I guess it could just all purely be from that fight. It got distorted. But yeah, okay. So you do think he struggled though in the fight, like with Mace? Yeah. You don't think it was bullshit, like him, like just trying to set up the scene? Per se?
No, I think it was legit. See, because like, look, okay, so like I've got a picture of the hologram up right here.
Oh yeah, see, to me that looks like it, and then like
you think so?
Yeah, because his forehead and his eyes are the thing that get like really, like if you now go to like Emperor episode 6 or. Oh, is that him right there? What's that bottom? Okay, that's way later, isn't it? Look at that bottom one.
Yeah, so this is like later though. This is from the original trilogy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
So that's like the remaster. Because you see, like, well, I think that's from the remaster too, though, where they changed.
Yeah.
Where they changed it with
much.
And so if you look though, like he's got the chin wrinkles, the neck wrinkles, like. Because he's drastically different between that picture and this one.
Yeah.
But if you look at Palpatine in episode 3... But
to me, that's just age, because he literally ages like 50 years from that point.
But see, it's like right after the attack is when he gets all those wrinkles and everything. Because he same outfit goes from here to here. You know what I'm saying?
Well, okay, I guess that's costume, but I guess they wouldn't do the costume change unless it was for a reason.
Yeah, and so I mean, like,
because to me it just looks wider. Like his neck actually gets wider. Like it's a totally different neck and everything. Like those two that are right on top of each other in the red.
Yeah,
like they just look like totally like he's wearing a mask for that shit. So
episode 1.
It's interesting.
This is a hologram of him in episode 1. See, like I don't see like the thicker neck,
right? Yeah.
And so I don't think it was hidden like when he was between those. Whereas when he goes, you know,
true. That makes sense though.
Yeah, like after he goes ham is when it all melts away. So I mean, it could be. I could see the argument that it was a costume and he got rid of it at that point, or it was a facade. But I don't think. Like, to me, he did get drained, you know?
Yeah. No, I see it now. I totally see it now. I think my memory just was, like, able to imagine it when I remembered. Because, you only just see a little bit of him under the hood.
Yeah.
Otherwise. Everybody for that Star Wars binge is like, yo, what are you even saying?
I like ENFP right here. This is practically a foreign language to me at this point.
Bro, I could go on about that shit. Cause dude, I agree, dude. The fucking Mace Windu, bro. Mace Windu, he would have fucked up. I mean, like that. If Anakin wasn't there, he would have won. Like he won. He fucking won. Yeah. Game over. Like the stronger the evil, the better his vape had. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. He actually had a fight against another vape pad user, and it was actually intense as fuck. They were both Jedi. I remember I read the story somewhere. It wasn't like I read a book about it.
I'm trying to remember. Would that have been in one of the comics, maybe?
Probably. Because definitely, dude. I mean, that shit's cool too, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, bro. That's like a whole another. There's just so much of it. They're just like, oh, here's Darth Vader's like fucking trauma after episode 3, and you just see like Obi-Wan coming out of like the lava river and shit. You're just like, wait, what the fuck is going on? It's just so epic. So fucking epic, dude.
Yep.
Good lord.
100%. Jay gets it though. Mace was a bad MFer. Went out
like a bitch.
Like a bitch.
Yeah,
exactly though. He did. He got jumped.
Dude. Anakin shot at him, bro.
It's just it's weak, man. It's weak.
Yeah, that would be such a shitty situation because you can't take any focus away from that fucker. Otherwise, you're gonna die. And then of course Anakin just blindsides you.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we could have a legit, probably Star Wars podcast
Bro,
in itself.
we could go so long talking about Star Wars and positive because I mean, the thing is too, like, I'm one of the people who like I collected like the expanded universe books and everything, like
Right, the
you know,
cool
like
stuff.
yeah, and then Disney came in, and I was just so mad
Right,
that they just
right.
ruined everything.
Yeah.
And it's like the Admiral Tarkin remake whatever, how they just trash what should have been. If they were smart, they would have made those books the sequel trilogy. That would have been the movies that
I
followed.
agree.
And they would have said, hell with getting rid of the books, forget rewriting the character, like let's just make these into movies. And just complete missed opportunities. Just that's where I'm saying, like, Disney doesn't want to make money.
Well, it's like one of those things where they were probably just so fucking afraid of.
They're just
like, well, we know what'll work because 7 was a fucking bro. That was an imprint. That was an imprint of 4. That was an imprint of 4.
7 had potential. That's the thing too.
did.
Like
It did.
7 had so much potential because I was watching it and I'm like, this isn't the direction I wanted to go, but like I'm invested enough that I'm gonna watch another one after this, and like I can see some of these things. I like how they brought Han and Leia's kid into it. Ben was brought in well.
Except it's like what? They only have one kid?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Come on now. What about the Sky? I want to know about Luke's. Come on now. Like we got so many things. Jade, like all these characters that we could get into.
Yep.
Oh man, that's what they should have done.
Well, but then the thing is, then they come out with 8, and it's just like, because 8 was the one where Leia like gets blasted out of the ship and then just like whoosh, and it's like, no, you can't do that.
I think that was the worst Star Wars moment in history. Like a first certain.
Oh my gosh.
For fucking certain, awful. Worst. I remember being in the theater, just being like, "Why are they doing this?" No.
I wanted to walk out at that point. I didn't even want to finish the movie, and I was just like, and then like the terrible like recreation of the battle on Hoth, like on that salt planet, it's like could you be ripping Empire off more? Like could you be just trying harder? And then fucking Luke just astral projects across the fucking galaxy? Since when?
Yeah,
why has he even been in exile? Why hasn't he just been like, come on?
Yeah, they it's very confusing, bro, cuz I remember reading the novelization. So the novelization of 6 has a moment where Palpatine's like alone.
Yeah.
He reaches out and he feels that there's something greater and more evil, basically, and he's like, "What the fuck is this?" And I read that and I was like, "Oh, like that's interesting." And then Luke basically does the same thing while he's in exile, and that's how he makes contact with Snoke. Because they're both, for lack of a better word, doing that like
astral projection.
Yeah, they're literally both doing that, and Snoke commends Luke in that moment for being able to do that, and he's just, but obviously that's just Palpatine, so you're just like, it's Palpatine, like just complimenting. It's just like such a cool thing because you're like, damn, like he's basically seen like what Anakin was supposed to fucking be, like just Luke being, 100%. Like, Jesus Christ, Anakin was like, oh hey, direct descendant of the Force, and then it's like, okay, but he had kids, okay, so they're gonna be direct descendants of the Force too, but it's like still Anakin being that direct lineage of the Force is so fucking his potential, oh my god, like he got so strong purely because of his hatred after that, like that's it. Like, and that's it, like everything else about him, like he had to relearn how to fight, he had to relearn how to move, he had to relearn, he has a whole new lightsaber, it's longer than fucking the other one he had. That shit's he's a robot. He can't do anything really. Like it's fucking ridiculous.
Did you ever look at like the actual schematic for like Darth Vader's suit?
Yeah, his dude just built to just fucking torture him.
Yeah.
It's so epic. So fucking epic.
Like I remember, I can't
Oh
remember
my
where I
God.
read it. I remember reading like this in-depth thing, and it was talking about how, like, you know, it can't canonically, you know, like in the universe, like throughout time, like parts would be like have to be replaced and everything because things would start failing on his life
Right.
preservation. And it's like so, you know, if you look at like how he had advanced through like episode 6, like he was basically just a robot with a
Yeah.
brain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, here's
The fact.
the
Yep, there it is.
there's the, yeah.
Yes. Dude, so ridiculous. It's so fucking epic. Like, everything's meant to fucking hurt him.
Yeah,
Everything.
it's crazy.
When I learned that, I was like, that changed everything about that character for me.
Yeah,
I was like, oh my God, like him just exist. So that's why his meditation chamber he just loves, because he's just nubs just sitting
Yeah.
in it. Like he's not like in the fucking suit of misery.
exactly.
Yeah, so fucking.
Oh man,
Yeah.
it's crazy though. It's awesome. Like when you actually get into it, like it's that's what I miss. Like Disney has killed that level of depth though. You know?
Right. Well, that's yeah. Disney, and they shouldn't have. I think if we just weren't so attached to Disney, it wouldn't be such a problem, because it's like we know the potential they could have had. It's like oh two things, you know, like that Jake Hill fucking Josh A collab.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you're like, oh shit, like they're gonna do something, but it's like they come together. You're like, no, what
Yeah.
are you doing? That's not the issue. Like, come on now.
Yep.
Oh my God, look at that, dude. Yeah, that's epic.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's great. It's great. It even gives the details right here that you were talking about. So like the lightsaber blade emitter shroud, length adjust, activation matrix, Seth crystal
Yes.
chamber, of course, power cell, power adjuster, harmonic energizer, stabilization dampeners. Like it's just crazy to look. Like, and it's
Yeah.
crazy how detailed the expanded universe was with all this stuff too,
Right.
like including everything in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, which is what made KOTOR 1 and 2 so amazing, because it was
Yeah.
just like all new, fresh stuff. But guess what? Wait, hold on. Obsidian made number 2. Who made the first one again?
The
Wow.
first
It's
was
the
it?
same.
It wasn't BioWare.
Yes, it was. That's
was
what
it?
it was. Yes, BioWare. Those, dude, I mean, they're massive fucking dialogue-driven games. So it's like
Yeah.
that's what you want. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God. People sleep on both of those games. People sleep. I remember them
Well-
being too complicated for me when I was like really young.
Yeah.
And then I got just a little bit older. Just like, you know what I mean? It's like the difference of, oh, I got this game when I was 6, and then here I am 9 years old and I'm playing it now. It's like, then I was able to progress and actually do things, understand. Because it's like, okay, KOTOR 1, you spend the first however long it takes you to get through the beginning without a lightsaber, no force powers. You're just a dude. Yeah, and like to me, that
Yeah.
was new. I was so young. I only thought Star Wars was about lightsabers. Like I was literally like I never was attached. I was
You're
never attached to the troopers.
You're
I was
not-
never.
You're not old enough to have played Galaxies when it was good either, are you?
I did. I know Galaxies. Yes, it
Did you-
ended
did-
when I was in high school.
Did you play it before you could choose a Jedi as a class though?
Right. Yeah. When it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Bro.
I didn't play Galaxy before KOTOR. So
Okay.
yeah.
Galaxies was amazing just because like no MMO has matched that intensity in my mind, just because
Right.
it was a game like literally there were Jedi in the game, but if you wanted to be a Jedi you had to dedicate your life to this game, you know what I'm saying? Like because
was so
every
difficult.
for
It was
anybody
so
who
hard.
did not play Star Wars Galaxies, just understand, like, to become a Jedi, you had to meet hidden prerequisites that were individual for your account to unlock the ability to be a Jedi. So you had to play several other characters to certain points that you had no way of knowing what they were, and then it would let you become a Jedi. I was never a Jedi until they changed it, but that was fine because most other people weren't either.
Well, I was about to say my cousin, he's the one who helped me through that shit.
Yeah.
Because we got on that World of Warcraft train early, like really early. So
Yeah.
one thing I wish I got into, which I didn't, was like City of Villains and City of Heroes. That shit looked so fucking
So
cool.
this is the third time you've done this, okay? Like, so it started when you were talking about the original trilogy on VHS, like the box
Yeah.
set. I have that over there. the City of Heroes, City of Villains box set. I have that back there. Like,
Oh,
I
nice.
literally, you keep mentioning things that I still have, and I'm like,
Dude.
ah.
Those games, I remember, bro, thinking like, because that was my issue. I since I was young, my grandparents, they couldn't justify getting me a fucking computer because it's like, what are you gonna do it for? It's like you've got your games for that. Like, you don't need a game to your computer.
Oh yeah.
Like they didn't understand. And then once WoW got introduced, they were like, okay, like I guess that is a thing now. Like because they saw that was a thing, and then like. I would see all these other games that looked so just the box, you look at the box and you're like, oh my god, like that was the only way to look at a game, obviously at the time, really, or in a magazine. TV commercials for games, I don't remember ever really being good. If they existed, they weren't good.
No, so,
so the box was like, you're getting gameplay footage on the box, basically, those screenshots.
See, it's kind of funny because like we went through different phases. I got WoW when it came out, but I'd also played like Warcraft 3. I played the piss out of Warcraft 3, and so like I was built up to it. I'd played a lot. Did you ever play Diablo 2? Diablo 3?
Or
Diablo any of the Diablos?
Blizzard, I'm pretty big on. I'm pretty brushed up on Blizzard.
Okay.
Reign of Chaos and Frozen Throne, and then regular Warcraft 3 are the Warcrafts I've played.
How do you feel about the Diablo 2 remaster that just came out?
So I only played that trial beta thing.
Yeah.
So I didn't have any issues with it, but I want to definitely get it on my computer so I can play it on my computer. That's for sure.
I have so many fond memories of Diablo 2, and like I've literally bought like that battle chest so many times just for CD keys and stuff, and like I don't know, like the nostalgia. I get the nostalgia kick, but it's like that game's supposed to look like shit, and I'm supposed to mindlessly grind it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how I feel about the remaster coming out.
Yeah, I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you, because seeing it when I was playing it on my Xbox, I was just like, I don't really like this because it's on the Xbox.
Yeah.
So like just everything about it. Like if there was an option to go and revert the settings, that'd be fucking funny as shit. I would totally do that. Because I remember just Druid and or Necromancer were like my two things I would usually run when I was little, and I'll probably do the same fucking thing, honestly, especially since I'm a hippy dippy shaman, man. I'll be like, yo, the Druid, bro, nature. Because Diablo 3 was the only Diablo I beat completely over and over and over and over and over. Like, Diablo 3 was a joke of a game in terms of how easy it was.
Diablo 3 was terrible, and I feel so bad because I pre-ordered it. Like, I was so hyped about it coming out, and then it actually came out, and I was just like, this is not...
It's not Diablo.
It's not what I wanted. Like, it's not what I expected. And now, don't get me wrong. Like, it was fun playing as the Witch Doctor and stuff, but it was not Diablo. Like, fundamentally, it just didn't feel like Diablo. Now, I've heard...
It was easy, man. It's just so easy.
Well, I've heard apparently in updates that they've made sense. Like, it feels more like Diablo now, but it's like, now the Diablo 2 remaster's out, so, like, there's no point in me trying that.
And then Diablo 4 is coming one day.
Yeah.
like right around the corner.
Yeah. It's like there's no benefit to me getting this game at this point, or like getting back into this game at this point, and like it just seems like a failed experiment. Cut your losses and say you're sorry, you know? Like,
oh yeah. Doom. Okay, that's funny. Doom. Yeah, no, I never played Doom, honestly.
I played the original Doom. I haven't played any of the newer Dooms.
Like I've played them, but I've never owned it and played it.
I'm thinking back to like old video game conversations that we started that people wanted us to stop. You never played the Fallout games, have you?
I just I'm pretty far in New Vegas. I just started that. Well, that was a while ago actually, but I got all the way to the point where like I've killed a lot of the faction leaders. Like I killed Caesar. I killed that Mr. House, that old guy in the house or whatever. Yeah, I'm pretty far. I
think we were talking about that too. Like, I think the stream after we stopped talking about it, you said, "Okay, well, I'm getting to know this Caesar guy, but I don't know how I feel about him." Like,
I've been murdering people. You're
choosing that path. You don't need anybody. You're just gonna. Did you know,
Dude.
like? speaking of paths that you can take, did you know that you can actually nuke like the main area at the very beginning of the game, just not get any pointers on how to play the game?
That's amazing. No, how do you do
No,
that?
hang whoa, no. You're talking about New Vegas. I'm thinking about Fallout 3. My bad.
That's
Never
the
mind.
next one I'm gonna play
Okay.
because I'm going back. Well, actually, I'll do New Vegas 3 and then I'll do 4. And then 76 is an option. But
No, don't play 76. Don't support that travesty.
the travesty among
Listen, no.
death.
I'm just
Is
saying,
this-
bro. Okay, Fallout is easily my favorite game franchise. That's why there's a Nuka-Cola poster. That's why I've got my Fallout lunchbox. That's why I have T-shirts and apparel and just everything everywhere. Fallout 76. I was so hyped about Fallout 76 because it's like there's a
Multiplayer,
Fallout
baby.
MMO. Like we're
Yeah.
all survivors in this vault, and then we're gonna go out and do all these things. And it just, and on top of that, I'm from Southeast Kentucky. It was set in West Virginia. It's like
Nice.
I can see these places on a map. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, and then it just came, and it's just fucking stupid, man.
So what was wrong with it?
Oh my
I
god,
haven't played it.
have you not seen there are dragons in this game?
Oh, wow.
Like it literally, it's like
Interesting.
I don't know. I guess Elder Scrolls Online was working out for them, so they're like, "Fuck it, we're making a Fallout MMO."
I wonder how they possibly explain that.
I can't even remember. So they retconned a ton of stuff too because they brought factions that shouldn't have existed in the area over. Like they retconned everything, saying no, well this isn't actually how all this started off. Like there's just so much. If you look at all the issues with lore in Fallout 76, it's. I had read it. I've forgotten it because until you said the name of that game just now, honestly, I'd erased it from my memory. And
back,
now,
baby.
mind you, I played the alpha, I played the beta, I played the closed beta. Like, I literally, as soon as there were whispers of it, I was refreshing their website every day. I'm like, I'm signing up for this shit. I did. I took off work. Like, and like for the 48-hour pass I had in the alpha, like I took off work. I was in as soon as I could be in. Like, and I didn't do anything else for like 2 days. And I just, and progressively throughout that 2 days, I was like more and more disappointed. I'm like, oh my goodness, like this doesn't even feel like an MMO. I don't feel connected to the other players. The mobs just act dumb. Like when I say like AI, like the mobs on that game are just stupid. It blows my mind. Like I maintain it is impossible, unless they've changed a lot since, it is impossible to die in that game. And then on top of that too, they started putting up all their paywalls and everything. It was like, pay for this, you have to pay for, and so many paywalls. I'm out. When you start overcrowding with paywalls, I'm out.
Like, fuck that shit. Yeah, my friends right now are back in it. I know that, those are kids who just love Fallout, so they're always going to be playing it. They've somehow found a way to still really like 76, so right now that's what they're playing.
Have you thought about trying out New World? What? I don't know New World, but also shout out to Myth Pizza for being over on Twitch again. Shout out to everybody hanging out on Twitch, rolling through all that good stuff. But no, I don't even know what New World is, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, is that like a expansion or something? Oh wait, is that 70? I feel like, hold on, 76 New World. Try
No,
that.
it's just its own game, New World.
Nah. Oh wait, no, that's Fallout Worlds. That's what I'm thinking of. I was about to say there is something that's Worlds, because when I was looking at 76, because my friends were telling me to download it, there was like it said Fallout 76 something Worlds, and I was like, what the fuck is this about? Like, did they add an expansion? But New World looks cool. That game, yeah.
This is Amazon's new MMO. I haven't heard of this before.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like,
I have a knock. Go ahead.
I have a knock on my door, which I believe is a drink. I don't know why it's not being brought inside to me, but I'll be back.
Oh, okay. Well, it's just us, folks. So make sure that you got your alpacas and your Cameltoes ready, because we're an hour and 13 minutes in. So, you know, it's the time where you got to greet your alpaca with your Cameltoe. It's just as simple as that. All right. Germ, okay, you playing Fallout. Oh, okay. All your Fallout experience. Saints Row series I finished remastered for. Damn, those Saints Row games I have not really played much.
Yeah, did you see Germ's total flex on you right there though?
About Fallout?
Yeah. She was able to play the new Fallout. You definitely don't die easily. So now you got to try it out, and if you die,
she played that year like forever ago though, like you.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'm sure it's evolved, because the other thing is too, like, it felt so empty. Like they built such a beautiful world. I'm sure like you've seen like the world that they built for it and everything. Yeah. Like it looks so good, but you just feel so alone. And I'm like, why am I playing an MMO to feel alone? Like, I get it when I'm playing a Fallout game, I'm supposed to feel alone. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. When I'm playing an MMO, I should, especially one that's hopped up. It's like, oh, I'm in the Fallout world, but like this vault actually worked. You know what I'm saying? Like this vault made it. Like we all coming out together. Let's repopulate some shit. And it's like, but I'm running around alone.
That's funny as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious about it.
Try it.
I like New Vegas so far has been cool. You know what I mean?
Literally play every other Fallout game before you play 76, please. Just
I will. Don't worry.
I would even push you to like get like I as painful as it is, like I tell people, like, stop playing the newer ones, stop playing the 3D ones, go back to the first Fallout first, just for the flavor, just for the story. But I'm saying, like, there's so much story packed in the first and second Fallout, and they're so good. Complete contrast. Like, if you like shooters, which you know, I know, it's a complete different style of game. So it's very much
seen like a screenshot of it.
Yeah, it's very much a top-down RPG. Like, it's not a shooter. So, you know,
those classic retro games.
Yeah, it's a different flavor, but
so when did that first one come out?
Oh, when I was very young. Let me see. I don't know the exact year that it came out.
Damn, because I'm like thinking what system
Fallout
that would first have been then.
I have a PC.
Oh, okay.
But it's like computers have evolved so much. It is painful to play on the PC now, I'll tell you. I started streaming last year. It was my Friday night stream. I would do Fallout Fridays on Twitch,
okay. Nice.
And we were playing the original Fallout, and I hadn't played it since I was younger, and I didn't realize with all technology and everything, it's just not compatible. And so it's like a painful. Which at the time was everything. But now it's just like, I just want to be able to click and do stuff. Yeah. It's like, man, my mouse has like 12 buttons on the side. Like, why can I not use one of these for anything? You know what I'm saying? Like, but, yeah. So.
Just technology being behind. That's just so annoying. There's so many games I wish were like, they just didn't give up on either.
Yeah.
Like if Battlefield, Bad Company 2, you know what I mean? Like if that game had its server still up, I'd be like, oh, I'm hopping in that. Or like Lord of the Rings Conquest. I fucking love it. It's just like, oh, here's Lord of the Rings, but it's Star Wars Battlefront. Like that shit was amazing. I loved Conquest. Loved it.
So to answer your question about the first Fallout, it came out in 1997.
Wow, I'm just a year older than it. That's crazy.
Alpha coming out, Fallout 76 singing, oh, bro, I was though. Like I walked out and like I finally saw someone because they tried to make it feel alone. So you know how like there's raiders, raiders in other games. Like there are other people alive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No raiders. I think there's raiders now. I think they've added them to the game since because everybody was like, we enjoy killing raiders.
Yeah,
I also
so put him in there.
Yeah, but it's just such a weird feeling originally because there were no NPCs. Like everything was through a computer. Like you had to read all your prompts and everything. Like you were finding everything on terminals, or it was through like bots and stuff. Like it was never from like a person unless it was a recording of said person. And so it's like, just this weird feeling because like if you play Fallout, you're always finding like a hub where there's society has rebuilt, and that's where you're getting everything from. And it's like just this one is an MMO with no fucking body in it.
Yeah, that makes me just really hope because I'm just banking on my buddy who loves Fallout to just like walk me through and be like, okay, this is. You don't have to worry about your base. You can set it up if you want to. Blah blah blah.
I bet you he doesn't like 76 either.
I mean, he probably compared to the other ones. Yeah, you're right.
Because
he's playing it, obviously. So.
Well, he's a better man than me. He's more dedicated than I am. Because that was the point. I was like, listen, Todd Howard, you have fucked me enough. Boo.
Boo. It's funny. I actually have I've got a little Fallout New Vegas bar that I wrote recently because it mentions like the courier. Yes Man, like just all these little references. Like I'm like, yo, this same with Skyrim. Like I've straight up just played things, and then next thing I know, I'm referencing them in my fucking lyrics, and it's like, yo, if I didn't play this game, because I'm in the same situation with Skyrim. Like I'm decently far into the story, at least, not like hours into the game. Like I know the story. I'm probably like level 15, whatever in Skyrim. So like, and I've been mainly doing magic, and that's been fucking fun as shit. Oh my god, like it's been so fun. But yeah, no, I've been enjoying branching out because that's something that a lot of people don't fucking do with games.
So Skyrim was like my point where I was just like, I don't think I can because I invested so much in Oblivion, and like Oblivion was just so huge, and like so many years, such a taxing thing, like took up so much space in my friggin' hard drive, and everything. And I'm just like, when Skyrim came out, I was like, do I want to start this again? Like, are we doing this again? Like,
yeah. So if the next one comes out, would it have to just be like innovative to where you're like, okay, this is new, like this is, what I mean? Because like, I feel like, because I could see that, but it's very interesting that you feel like that.
I think it's just and trust me, I still want to play Skyrim, but I'm just like, I just don't think I can. Like because it's like when it comes to open world games anyway, like Fallout is my jam. You know what I'm saying? And then after Fallout, it's like, okay, I really love Grand Theft Auto 5, Grand Theft Auto Online, like, also my jam. And then, Geminator just said, talk about RDR2. Did you get the good ending? So, and then another open world game that I love, Red Dead Redemption. Like,
gotcha.
And it's like, do I really like? But do I want to first person sling swords and shields again, or do I want to just keep playing these? Like,
yeah, I feel you. That makes sense. Personally, Red Dead 1 and 2, I've never touched the campaign. But I've put a lot, like Red Dead 1, I put so much, multiplayer. I mean, like you could prestige in that shit. That's how much fucking.
You've never touched. Did you say in Red Dead 1 and 2, you've never touched the campaign?
I've never. But I know a little bit about the second one because my roommate would tell me about it while he was playing. Dude, can we talk about the dark little Easter egg in the second one? Where that guy will fucking roofie you. There's a guy who he's like a hick in the woods, bro. He's got like a little cabin, and he calls you in, and you go to help him or something, and then like you go inside the cabin and you take a sip of like the tea or whatever, and then you get raped, bro. You get straight up booty raped by that guy, and then
I don't think I'm aware of this.
Yeah, you can go back to him after he did that to you, and he's like afraid of you, and you can kill him after that. But it's like a little Easter egg thing. It's fucking, and this again, like I said, I haven't played the game, but my roommate told me about this. So when he told me about that, I was like, I can't believe Rockstar sat down and had a meeting at one point and was like, you know what, we should add a little rape thing to this game. I'm like, this is fucking dark, bro.
I just Googled it like this. Yeah, this is well known. I see exactly what you're talking about. And that is silly. Like, how does that actually come about? Like,
yeah, like that kind of game. Like, I get some parts can be dark and everything in the time period, but I mean, like, yo, that like takes it to another level.
So I had the same thought about GTA 5 because I hadn't played a Grand Theft Auto game in a long time, and I was like, okay, well, GTA 5's on sale, has really good reviews. Like, I'd played GTA Online a little bit with GTA 4.
Okay.
I'm like, so, you know, let's just see, like, because, you know, it's back in America, like, it's in Cali, so it's got beautiful landscapes and all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then, as I'm playing through, mind you, like it had been a while. Like, I played GTA 4 online. I think I know I played Vice City and San Andreas, you know.
Yeah.
But it, and so, like, I always remembered, like, when you go in the strip clubs, like, they always had like the pasties on and everything. Well, I go in one of the strip clubs in GTA 5, and lo and behold, I'm getting a private dance because, you know, that's how you like rack up points and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's like full on tit action happening, like a nipple and all. Like, there's no sense. And I'm like, whose job was it? Like, what does your job entail if you are the tit designer for the strip club on GTA 5?
Right.
Like, do you just get to stare at boobs all day just trying to, like, no, I need to see more boobs. Like, I don't think this texture is quite right. Can you can you like jiggle for me so that I can
we need to put her with the motion sensors. Get them captured.
It makes zero sense to me. Like, I can't understand.
Funny, huh? It's such a weird thing to think about.
Yeah.
Bro, because Jay just mentioned a game series that I don't hear many of people
Gauntlet.
Yeah, dude, those games. First off, there's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
They're amazing. Like, like the arcade one, like not even like on a console, but like the arcade, you can go to an arcade and play them. Those are fun. There's one called Gauntlet 7 Sorrows. That's like a more recent one that was made on like the original Xbox. And then there was Dark Legacy, which is I think the one that's like what he's talking about, the LOL. Because I think there was a Nintendo 64 version too, which was even different. But yeah, I love, dude, Gauntlet Legends, Gauntlet Dark Legacy, like all those, dude. Gauntlet was my favorite. The Red Warrior needs food badly. Like, yeah, dude, that's my fucking shit.
Hit the link, please. What link?
Uh-oh. You get an Instagram or a Twitter?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yo, Jay, are you a big fan of Gauntlet, dog? Is that what I'm finding out? That's hype. Gauntlet's dope, man.
Gauntlet, yeah, like, I play, like, because that's the super old, like, there's an arcade version of Gauntlet, right?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's one of those games that, like, somehow not everyone knows about, but it was popular enough to just get across everything. Like, I mean, it was on the 64, it was just in the arcades, it was on the PlayStation, it was on the Xbox. It's still getting remade to this day. There's like a Steam version that's available now. Yeah, bro. We gotta do a fucking video game stream, bro. Like, there's so many games to play. And
bro, no.
Have you ever done remote play on Steam?
Mm-mm.
I can literally, with Pummel Party, you could split screen right now. We could play split screen Pummel Party, and I would give you a game link. Like, only some games can do this. Not all games you can, you know what I mean? But some games you can just straight up send a link to someone on Steam, and they can play split screen remotely from iPad, you know, computer, the Steam Deck, any of that shit. I just did that with my friend the other day. He told me about it, and I invited him to Pummel Party, and I played a quick game with him. But it's literally, dude, it's Mario Party, but like graphic and dark and fucking hilarious. Like, it's micro games, and they're all really fun and difficult or just hilarious.
It's called Pummel Party?
Yeah, Pummel, like Pummel. Yeah, Pummel Party. It's fun. Like, it's one of those games where we can, I think it's the best to just have a group of people, you know, 4 people, But even if it was just us two, and then we did 2 AIs or whatever, because it can have up to 8 people, so it's a good community.
So it should be us, Germ, and Sierra.
Yeah, that'd be really. We would fuck them up too. They would get wrecked, bro. Oh my god, it wouldn't even be fair.
Because
it wouldn't even be fair.
like from what you're saying, it sounds like Mario Party.
Yeah, it's Mario Party except for just dark and graphic.
Without the board, right?
It's still the board.
Oh, it still has the board?
It's still, but it's different.
Bruh.
It's different, and you can still have items to fuck with players, and there's a not a coin system. They're keys, and they're not stars, but they're like chalices. They're gauntlets. So it's the same, and then there's bonus stars at the end. You know what I mean, for winning the most or having the most, like doing the most damage like to people. Yeah. It's literally Mario Party, but yeah. So like, dude, bro, this was a fun little. What are we already at? 130. We're at an hour and a half.
We're at an hour and a half. I don't know how we got
crazy,
to an hour and a half.
Right, man. What the fuck? Now we gotta wait. Unless we go even longer. I was about to say, because we gotta wait to talk even more, bro.
I'm so like, bro. We had so many talking points too, and we like touched a half of one.
Yeah, honestly, it wasn't. There's still a lot more. We still have plenty to get into, and we didn't even dive all the way on everything. You know what I mean? We were still, but yeah, dude, that was quick. Holy.
This is a dangerous podcast, man.
Yeah, like, I know. Time will just go quicker than the reactions. Honestly,
it is
way quicker than the reactions. Like this hour. I keep saying 130 minutes. This hour and a half is way more. That's crazy.
Jiminer says, Tyler, did you get the good ending in RDR2? Yeah, I always get I got the good ending. I'm pretty sure you've asked me that like 10 times. I wasn't even that good of a guy in the game. That's the thing. Like, I was really surprised by the ending because I knew that there were multiple endings when I played it. And I got through it and I'm like, this is the bad guy ending? Like, this is just so like uplifting.
Yeah.
And then it happens that I Google it and it's like, oh, that was actually the good ending.
Yeah, that's funny. I guess you didn't have enough bad karma.
Well, yeah, no, like my karma was pretty balanced, but there's like, do you know the storyline of the game at all?
Mr. Marston and his son Arthur.
Yeah.
Right. So Arthur's the son.
Sure, yeah.
And Mr. John Marston, he's in the first one, and he dies, and then you're the son, and in the last like mission, in the bonus mission in the first one, you can avenge your father. And then is that who you are in the second one?
So the second one's
actually a friend.
The second one's a prequel. So the second one you're actually that's where you're Arthur.
Okay, so Arthur's like a friend of Mr. Marston, was he?
Yes.
John Marston?
Yeah.
I don't know his name, so that's why I'm like...
John Marston, yeah.
Marston, okay. I just remember hearing that lady always be like, Mr. Marston! Like,
John!
John! Like, always. Dude, the multiplayer was so fucking perfect.
John!
Oh my god. I would I'm not kidding. I remember at one point, because it was just summer, you know, and when you're in junior high especially, all you do is if you're not out playing with people, that's the benefit of technology these days, is you could just be inside playing with your friends.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what it was. And like everyone, it's like, okay, now like, so anyway, but yeah, that's exactly what would happen.
so semi spoiler alert for anybody who doesn't know the story and you know doesn't want in any way any of it spoiled, and I won't spoil a ton, but I will say like there is so when I play RPGs, like whether I'm playing Fallout, when if I'm playing RDR2, whatever I'm playing, like I get very into my character development, like to the point that I'm like, okay, when I have choices to make, I'm like, okay, this is who I am right now.
Right.
It's not me being Arthur, it's not me being Tyler, like it's just, okay, this playthrough, like I'm gonna help these people but kill these people, and
it's
like
so selective.
and it's like I know that I always fuck up games because I never do it the way it's entitled, because it's like they clearly design it with in mind that you are going to
black or white.
You are going to do good things or you're going to do bad things, and I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do this thing here and that thing there, and like, so anyway, with RDR2, my karma was actually pretty angry and negative through most of the game, and then there's a significant point where you realize like you have tuberculosis.
Okay. That's so random, but
yeah,
it's probably fitting for the time.
It is. It fits. There's like a whole story around it. It makes a ton of sense. That's the spoiler that I was warning about for everybody. So but so you found out that, and then so I'm at this point in the game, and my world is shook, and I'm like, I'm dying. I'm like, okay,
Wow.
so how would Tyler Arthur react to knowing that he's dying in this situation? And so I started doing like helping this woman whose child had died, and I'd killed her husband and stuff, like, you know, just like start these random acts of kindness, and I'm like, you know, like literally giving money away to people when they would ask for it. And so like through that, my karma shifted enough that I got the good ending.
That's so fucking interesting.
Yeah.
Tuberculosis.
It is, and Jiminator actually pointed out like a really nice thing. Like, it's a really nice touch. You don't notice it so much until it's like you're like, wait a second. When I was playing this game last week, did that like was there constant coughing while I was playing?
Right. The development. It's just like, yo, you've logged in a couple hours of playtime since you got tuberculosis. You're coughing now.
Yeah.
It's such good. Those little subtle nuances, man.
Appreciate that, Jason.
Oh, hell yeah. Right? For real. Though we're keeping it, especially with this competitiveness we got with the llamas and moose knuckles. I mean, good Lord. War.
Yeah. Yeah. Alpacas and Cameltoes is where it's at. Yep. Fuck llamas and moose knuckles, okay?
Yeah, nah. Get that weak shit out of here.
Get that weak shit out of my house.
I just think of NBA jams on the N64. NBA hang time, or like all those fucking old games. Dude, I'm so jealous when Scheme got that fucking 64 mint condition, basically got sent to him. A couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
I was just like, bro, are you fucking kidding me? Like, that would be amazing. Like, that's what's too dangerous though. Like, I realize how like bad it is to get caught in that nostalgic trip, because sometimes it's like I'm not supposed to be there, you know, anymore.
Bro, I go on binges, like nostalgia binges. Like, so my most recent one has been Dragon Ball Z, and it was like I forced my wife to watch Dragon Ball Z with me, and now we're like halfway through Dragon Ball, because it's like, okay, well, and then next I'm gonna watch Super, and it's like I just go through these binges, and it's like I had one like a couple of years ago, legit. I wanted to play Pokemon. I wanted to play from beginning to end. I wanted to catch them all, like 100%, like just play through every generation of Pokemon again, catch every Pokemon. And this was right around the time that Sun and Moon had come out, and so like I tracked down a Gen 1 game. I found one that I wanted. Like they had brought out the virtual console at that time, so that you could actually trade it to your Pokemon bank and everything. And so like so I got Yellow for the Gen 1, because I was like, okay, you can get all the starters, like, because I was strategically thinking about this. I'm like, how can I piece together like what Pokemon does this game not have that this one does have, like, you know, all around. And so I get Yellow there. I get Crystal for my Gen 2 game. Of course, it's on the virtual console on my DS as well. And so you have access to Celebi, because the GS Ball event is permanently unlocked if you buy it that way. Nice. Yeah. And so then for my Gen 3, I went with because I wanted the newer ones. I didn't really want, like, you know, the ugly way of playing it necessarily. So I went with I think I got Omega Ruby. Anyway. And then of course, and so like I just pieced it together, and like over the course of a couple of weeks, I realized like I tracked down like a new copy of Soul Silver because I couldn't find mine. Like, I tracked down like all these things, and I'm like, bro, in a couple of weeks, I literally just spent like $200-300 on
Pokemon games.
On Pokemon games,
worth every penny. You got them all still?
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm so jealous.
And he's calling me because he watched it. He watched it all spark because Myth Pizza talking on Twitch right now. Like he was
That's amazing.
Yeah, like we were working together. We were sitting next to each other at the time, and he was the one. He was like, bro, have you seen this new Pokemon game that's coming out? And I'm like, I haven't really played those in a while. And he's like, you're gonna want to play this, man. It's like, they're doing all these crazy things, and I'm like.
That's amazing. You're like,
Yeah.
I can't resist.
I'm like, yeah. At first, because I was like, well, I don't even have like a DS right now. Like, probably not for me. And then there was like a Black Friday sale. They were coming out with a special edition DS, and I was like,
dude, those XLs,
yeah,
those big ones, dude.
Okay, so I went for like the special the Black Friday edition, like the light. The one that had like the removable black and white plates, that was like the anniversary edition with Mario and stuff. Yes. And so I went for one of those. I ended up leaving with the 3D XL, like when they first came out.
So fucking big.
Yeah, and I'm just like, but I love it.
Yeah, dude, they're cool as shit.
and I have zero regrets about it. So that was also on the laundry list of things.
For the 3D, like the 3D switch. Yeah. I had that. Yeah, I think I had that one. Yeah, dude. Oh, I remember one of the first times, like, because I was working security at the time. My Omega Ruby run, literally, I don't remember. Like first night I was playing on my new XL, got the Ruby. I was eating spaghetti in my car. And I spilt my entire bowl of spaghetti on my DS and everything. Like, it was just like I was that meme where people are just like, "What's in the bag, bro?" And then it's just like a bunch of spaghetti, or like just those weird ass memes of spaghetti being in places they shouldn't be. Like that's my car was that. Like it was just if you just looked over and I sent a Snapchat probably at the time, just like, well, fuck, and you just see a turned over bowl of like spaghetti on the Switch. Like everyone just like, why would you do that? I'm like, think I did that on purpose? You fucking asswipe. That was awful, bro.
Jason said, any possibility of having guests on these streams? Would love to have a comment. Yes, like that is the plan. We're just, I don't know. Like we're struggling to get to the point where we have guests.
Right.
That's the thing, because it's like
we might have to be more structured next week.
I don't know. I like it.
Just with that.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it'll just be like, all right, now who's ready?
Yeah.
As simple as that.
Yeah. But no.
Dude, NFL Blitz. Did you ever play that?
God, yes. Oh, on the 64, man.
64. I loved 2003 was my favorite version on the Xbox. Oh God.
You just run through oh my
God.
NFL Blitz 64 was the main one that I played the most. Like you just switch to these guys, jump in, like literally you're just switching over to everybody on defense. Attack, like tackle switch, like boom, bitch.
Yep, after the play too, being like an eagle or a lion, like creating your character. It gets stats as you play as them. The cheat codes before the game, like you just put them in, like, bro. Back when games came with cheat codes.
Did you ever play Blitz the League?
Yeah, that was like a evolution. Like that was like a Blitz the first one I played. The second one I don't think. I did. But yeah, dude, you can just take steroids.
Such a brutal take on football, but it's so good. It's like why would you not be playing? Like I get nostalgia for that. Honestly, I'm probably let's see, that was never on PC. I think I'm gonna get a ROM for it so that I can emulate that.
Oh, nice.
Like 100% because I'm pretty positive I have an Xbox emulator. So
you should link me with.
Well, bro, I got you.
Yeah, because I need one bad.
We gotta talk, yeah.
Yeah, that would be hard.
Also for any police watching or anything like that, just know that I will only ever get a ROM for a game that I physically own a copy of.
Always. We own the physical copy.
Yes,
of course, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, though, I was thinking. Like, because I know people do like the retro gaming streams, but like it would be really fun if we did pick like an actual game to focus on, and if we did a whole run through.
So that would be fun. Like what type of game are you thinking about though? Like a beginning to end like actual playthrough game?
Well, I was thinking it could either be Wow, yeah. Now that I think about it, there's not too many. Yeah. I was trying to say there's no way we could actually connect our things together. Because that would have been cool if we could play retro games on the same.
Well, there might be. I mean, it depends. It depends on.
Like those old games, though. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
I'm sure that there's a way.
Like,
I
did you
said,
ever play? Oh, of course you did. Like, if Star Fox, if we could play an
oh
emulator,
yes,
like if we could do
dude,
that, game, like that would be ridiculous.
I gotta figure out because the emulator that I use is really amazing. Okay, and I'm almost positive there's probably a way built into it that we could make something happen.
Yeah, we got to look into it. That would be fun. Imagine if we could play Mario Party 3 on a 64 together.
Right, I already have the ROM for it. Like we good. Like
yeah,
I've got a Nintendo for sure because like we've done Nintendo 64 streams before. We've done Mario Kart. I think my worst experience was with Donkey Kong Country. I think that was the one that I failed the hardest on.
Did you ever like the original Donkey Kong game? Like that yellow cartridge? On the 64, I should say, not the original.
Donkey Kong Country 64.
Well, I know Donkey Kong.
I know which one you're talking about because I have it.
Is it? I thought Donkey Kong Country and then Donkey Kong were separate games.
Hang on, let me. I don't remember what it's called. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
I physically own the cartridge that you're talking about.
Yeah.
No clue.
It just says like DK in red.
Yeah. Donkey Kong 60, was it just Donkey Kong 64 maybe?
Probably.
Yeah, it was Donkey Kong 64. Yeah, you're right. Donkey Kong Country
like
is
legit
different.
One of the first games I got like far in.
Yeah.
Because I mean I was so young, but I would be like 3, 4, 5. But yeah, that was like my shit. I remember like actually getting a grip on that game.
You were 3, 4, 5 when that came out?
Or when I was playing it. I mean, it came out probably when I was younger. You know what I mean? Because I remember playing that game and then the Lion King game. Lion King was just impossible because you got one life.
Bro, that Lion King game. I started playing. No, I have the ROM for it because like the Sega Genesis one. Like the old, is that the one that you're talking about, the platformer? Yeah.
The one where you get to Scar at the end and he's so hard to fight.
So the Lion King game and then the Aladdin game like that. Bro,
I vaguely remember the Aladdin game.
One of the last retro streams that I did that was not Sonic 2 was was the Aladdin game. And it was, I forgot how miserable it was. Like everything just feels so clunky on those games. And it's like, it's just like literally just made to torture children. Like that's all. But then when I think about a lot of games, because I grew up with the Sega Genesis was like my main system that I had grown up. And I think about a lot of the games on the Sega Genesis, and I'm like, most of these games are actually just designed to torture children. Like,
dude, yeah, you're not wrong. Because I think honestly, because it seems like old Nintendo or Super Nintendo, whichever one, it seems like they have made a lot of the same. Because I think I played the Lion King game on old Nintendo or whatever.
Yeah. It was on Super Nintendo. So most of those were cross-platform, and actually a lot of them had kind of minor differences and stuff.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So they were just that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's cool though. So the old Nintendo or Super, what are they different? Are those two?
Yeah.
Different
So there's the NES and then the Super NES. Yeah. SNES. So there is a Nintendo and then there's a Super Nintendo.
I keep like referring to it as like it's a third one. Like there's old Nintendo, then there's Nintendo, then Super Nintendo.
Yeah, it was Nintendo, Super Nintendo, then the what, the Dreamcast was next, I think.
Wow, yeah.
Or no, the GameCube, not the Dreamcast. Dreamcast was Sega.
Oh, it was before. Yeah. GameCube was definitely next. Yeah.
Or was the GameCube? No, the GameCube was after the 64, right?
Yeah.
Good Lord, I'm forgetting my timelines.
I thought we already said 64. My bad.
I'm so stoned. Nintendo, Super Nintendo, 64. Then it was the GameCube, and then we get into
Yes.
like all the craziness with the Wii
Dude,
and
the 64, bro. I remember when that like came out and like just all the different cool boxing for it. You just saw it on display.
Yeah.
It was like $400,
Bro,
$500. You know.
I still maintain the 64, especially like those crystal edition ones are
yeah.
still the prettiest game systems I've ever seen in my life. Like,
So
and
smooth.
yeah, and for me, like that was, I can't remember if I got a PlayStation before or after I got my Nintendo 64. I want to say I got a PlayStation after, or maybe no, I had to have gotten it before because I know I was playing Final Fantasy games in the 90s. So
Gotcha.
because I definitely remember being in grade school playing Final Fantasy. So I guess
Nice.
I guess I got a PS1 first.
That's pretty cool to think about. Because
Like,
because even though like I'm younger, like my generation of order is just a little bit different.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I definitely had
yeah, the 64 first.
yeah, I had to have because I remember like
Well-
my grandparents had that, and I at one point
Well,
I
and-
wasn't with them. So
And I was actually about to say that too. Like the 64 too actually would make more sense for you because like in that environment, you know, like grandparents tend to be
Yeah,
more
right.
protective and stuff,
Yeah.
and like Nintendo always has a more kid friendly image,
Yeah.
and so
Yep.
it just seems more harmless. Even though
Yeah.
like I just went into the Nintendo eShop the other day on my Switch and realized like there's some things like Nintendo ain't just all kid friendly anymore, man.
oh for sure. Oh yeah, definitely. Well, they had Mortal Kombat on Nintendo.
Yeah.
64, yeah, because I remember playing that shit and being like,
Well-
oh wow, this is epic as fuck. Like just straight up seeing death. Like you're just so much. Or there's God, there was so many like bloody like fighting games on N64.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's interesting. So I remember playing. I want to get it now. It was on sale. Spyro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's on sale right now, and I remember playing it when I was on PlayStation 1, you know, sure enough.
Yeah, man. Jay,
Commodore
look at
VIC-20.
Jay sunning us right now. He's like, the only system I had growing up was a Commodore.
Oh my- definitely, I've never even heard of that. Commodore VIC-20?
Oh yeah, that's some of that like ancient technology.
That's fucking hilarious. Well, it's interesting because, like, believe it or not, they had virtual, like, they had a very strong virtual reality system in like the early, it was like 20s or 30s. Like they had like a legit, it looked like an arcade game, except for it was a virtual reality game, and it was back in the fucking 20s. And it's
Really?
like, yeah, you can like you can look up like, you know, 1930, like something like that. It's an old one. And then there's, sure enough, it's like the CIA's or the FBI's, but it's sure enough, you could see like it looks like a fucking arcade game. But it's like they had that technology way back then, and then we're putting out games, you know what I mean, back then,
That's
that
just-
were a Commodore VIC-20, you know what I mean? Like,
I feel like this would look like, I don't even know if they still do these anymore, but like when we had arcades around here, and we had an arcade in the bowling alley that I really enjoyed going to, like there were these big booth games, and it was like the zombie shooter
Oh,
things,
yeah,
except
you
like
go
you pull the
inside of
curtain
them.
and everything. Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like that looks exactly
Yeah.
the same as what
But
you're telling me about right
yes, that's what it. Yeah, it's exactly. You go
now.
inside of
That's
it. it's-
awesome.
Yeah, and I was just so blown away because it's like, whoa.
Bro, hands down to this day, like those games at an arcade are still some of my favorite
Yeah.
like experiences ever gaming, because like
Yeah.
it's just so fun. Like it, and to me, like back in the 90s, early 2000s and stuff, like that was virtual reality. You know what I mean? Like that
Yeah,
was as reality as fuck. Like
Right, yeah, dude. That click off the screen to reload. Those were my favorites. Like you just go and then just
Bro,
click off the screen and then you reload. Just
I still love those. There's a mall probably about 20-25 minutes away from me, and it actually still has one of those old like arcade corners up near the front entrance.
nice.
Nobody's ever in there, but they've got a ton of those games still, and like, and I can't look at it and not just want to go in
Just
and
hop
like
right
just
in. Yeah.
let's go. Like,
Yep.
bro, how do you not, like, it's so fun. Pop 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 pop. Warning,
Yeah.
warning, warning,
Yeah,
pop
warning,
pop.
warning.
Oh no, don't shoot here.
Yeah,
Pop pop.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. The classic. classic. The
There's
last time. What's up?
I was just gonna say too. There's always that trigger moment when I'm on my last lap when I accidentally pop like the good guy that they're dragging away or something, because it's like you get in the zone and you're just popping everything, and then all of a sudden, don't shoot this, pop, damn!
It's just a random hostage or citizen. Yeah.
Please insert 2 more quarters.
Yeah, you're just like, wait, more credits, bullshit. Yeah, man. The last time I had just like I can't remember if it was my last. And anyway, I had 3 or 2 of my friends with me, and we all just took our hits of acid, and we walked as it was kicking on. We walked to the arcade, and we spent the arcade a couple hours there. And dude, that was such a fucking fun, wholesome experience. Like they had a Pac-Man game, like the classic Pac-Man game, but they had it to where every player had their own seat and their own little analog and button and everything. So it was just 4 or 3 grown men sitting down on acid, just like getting so intense. Like it was such a competitive, like we're all just like, fucking Green, like you suck my dick, that ghost is about to get me, fuck you, Green.
Yes.
Like that shit is so fucking, and it was Pac-Man, like, you know what I mean, like those games are fun, bro. Especially if you have people you're with.
You know what you would love so much. So my wife likes going here. It's like her favorite, and we don't go there nearly as often as we did like when we were dating and stuff. Just because it's a really annoying atmosphere to me. Like I have to be in a mood to be there. You would love it though. So like, there's this chain. I just checked where all it's at. It's only in 8 states. Like it's in Kentucky, Georgia, Indiana, Kentucky. I already said that. Alabama, Georgia, Indiana, Kentucky, Louisiana, Ohio, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Texas. So Jay might know what I'm talking about. It's called Mr. Gaddy's Pizza. So like Mr. Gaddy's is, let me see. I wonder if they have like pictures of what Mr. Gaddy's looks like, because it's this lovely place. Okay, let me Google image this for you for a second. Whoop, there we go. Nice, okay. All right, so check this out. So Mr. Gaddy's here is, as you can see, like a pizza buffet place, right? Like, except they make weird shit like macaroni and cheese pizza and stuff like that. Okay? But if you look, it's also a huge arcade. So you go through the buffet line, you get your plates and everything. At least the one here near me, there are 2 movie theater rooms you walk into to collectively dine with other patrons. And so you either go into like, there's a kid movie playing over here, there's something for like older people playing over here, and then straight ahead is just this full arcade full of games like we have just been talking about, and bumper cars randomly.
Nice.
Yeah, and so it's like you go there and it's like everybody just gets to be a kid today. Like that's what we're doing. We are eating nothing but pizza. Even the desserts are like pizza. And we're eating pizza. We're watching movies while we eat pizza. And then we're going to the arcade playing games. And then we might come back and eat more pizza while we watch movies.
Dude, those kind of places are my favorite. Like, I've only gone to them maybe once or twice in my life, though, just because I understand of how, like, okay, this is not a good place for me to be.
This is a terrible place for me to go.
Like, I am a productive man. I should not be. I should not be going back. If I have kids and like kids want to have fun, it's like, boom, this is a great place to take them.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, my kid's almost old enough to like justify me going here every weekend, you know? And so
there you go. And that would be fun. I do remember. Man, there's nothing like being so young and then like seeing what you can get with your tickets at the end of the trip.
Bro, I'm saying, but look at
that's legendary.
Am I still sharing my screen? Look at this. Like, there's the Halo game, like we were talking about, where you go in the little thing and pull the curtain. Like, got the Jurassic Park one too.
It's nice. It's really
I mean, we got the world's largest Pac-Man bumper cars. Like, how do you just not have fun here?
Wait, go back to the pack, or the pack. Yeah, that's what it was like. It was just the 4 seats, everyone sitting down.
Bro, it's great.
Yeah, I love those places, man. Like those places, like I'm sure it has a bowling alley too. You know what I mean? Like a nice fucking restaurant.
See, I knew she would be in the chat right there. We need to take M and their macaroni and cheese pizza. So, like Sierra always asks them to make her a macaroni and cheese pizza and put it out, like because like it's one of those places too. Like they make so many different things. Like you just have to let them know, hey, the next one that runs out, can you guys put one of these on? And they're like, yeah, got you.
They're honestly like a super upgraded version of Peter Piper Pizza.
It's kind of like an adult version of Chuck E. Cheese's to me. I saw Jay mention Chuck E. Cheese's, and I was like, oh well, this is kind of like
Chuck E. Cheese. I think our version of this is called Amazing Jake's, because I mean the bumper carts looked. I mean all of that just looked so nice. Like, and I've only been to one of those in my life, and that's what it looked like.
It's fun, man.
Yeah, dude, that's where I would take my half tab of acid. I would take half a tab of acid, full tab of acid maybe if all the people I'm with are like. I would do those places definitely. You're just like, all right, I'm about to just have fun.
I do need to give a PSA right here because Sierra's a liar. Macaroni and cheese pizza is disgusting. Nobody please ever eat macaroni and cheese pizza. It is
just putting more cheese on a cheesy pizza.
Well, think about what a pizza is, okay? It's
just dough.
It's just carbs and then cheese.
Yeah.
And then sauce. You got to take the sauce off. And then you put macaroni and cheese in place of the sauce, and then put more cheese on top of it. Like you're just adding carbs. You're adding grain and dairy to grain and dairy. Like you're literally you just want to die is what you want to do. Like you just.
That's funny. Yeah, I don't think I've heard of mac and cheese pizza.
Bro, it's not a good idea. Like it's not something like I picture the
lactose intolerant people were like, fuck
yes,
that.
yes. I'm just like, I mean, I gotta like guzzle a bottle of Pepto-Bismol walking into this place. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it's like once I'm there, I still can't touch the mac and cheese pizza.
Man, I had a crazy binge with pizza in high school when I was like a senior or a junior. I can't remember. But I don't. Is Gino's Pizza over there? Gino's. It's called Gino's Big Slice.
I don't think Gino's is here, but I think I had Gino's when I was in Arizona.
Okay, so there's this place, Gino's, and they had a chicken bacon ranch pizza, and that was like me and my buddies, we would just go half on it, and we would literally like do a ritual before we would eat the fucking food because we're just stoners. We're just so happy to have the food,
bro.
But like, dude, I never thought I probably would never like that anymore. But like, my whole point is that it was ranch sauce instead of like tomato sauce.
Yes.
And I was like,
it just.
That was amazing. Like was like, ooh.
Bro, I'm saying if you get like a good New York style with like a thin crust and stuff, you know what I mean? Like you get like a legit chicken bacon ranch pizza like slapped down on you, like, and it's not like overwhelming crust, and it's
yeah. It's just, dude, that's the pizza, and that's
so.
Woo.
J.J. Dolan's 100% is my favorite pizza place I've ever been to. We used to go there a lot when I lived in Hawaii.
Oh, okay.
It's a pub, Irish pub and pizzeria.
Wow,
and
what a combo.
Yeah, but it's amazing. Like their pizza, they make it like authentic, like here, I'll show you a picture of what their pizza comes out like. You get like literally like the slices of fresh mozzarella like popped up on there. You know what I'm saying? Like
that actually looks like lasagna on your pizza instead of just like random. Food.
And I mean they are amazing, and it's a pub, so I mean it's also a fun place to be.
Bro,
like
that's a vibe, man.
Yeah, and so if you go like even their website's a vibe. Like look at this, that guy's eyes are following my mouse. Yeah. Draw, I don't know what draw means, but like draw, eat, visit, like, but yeah, it's just it's a legit thing. Like
I love it.
Yeah, like pizza and beer. And check this out, like menu is literally, these are the kinds of pizzas we make. These are things that you can add to a pizza if you want to make it yourself.
Woo!
And then that's all they have.
Bro, I'm hungry. I didn't eat much.
It's like for side, you get some fries, poppers, or salad, whatever. Like, fuck off if you don't like pizza and sides. Like,
good God.
Let's
go to Hawaii.
I'm just saying, like that place
looks
was
amazing.
amazing. Okay, like
Yeah.
I still dream of that place. I would love. I've pitched it to so many people. I want a business partner so I can recreate that place in Kentucky. You know what I mean? Like,
That'd be fucking epic, bro.
oh man, I'm just saying, like, I not even like to eat pizza every day, because honestly, I don't like pizza that much because it fucks with
Yeah,
me. You,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm the same.
Yeah, but it's like just
When
like
you want it though. Oh my
yeah.
God.
Like, and when you want it too, like, I want something legit. I don't want Domino's little fucking, whatever, whoever they're
Right.
paying like
The
half of
drunk
minimum
thing,
wage.
That's
Yeah,
like drunk 3 a.m. Don't care. What you're
exactly,
eating.
exactly.
That's
Like,
not like fine dining. Okay.
I just want to walk into Domino's and be like, if you didn't have bread bowls, you would never get a dime of my money. I just want you to know that,
Dude, I had and I haven't had them in so long, but when I worked security, I would order a Domino's pizza, and they're like hot cakes in the middle of the night, like 1 a.m. or 2.
Hotcakes.
Dude, I loved them because of the stoner in me. They were basically brownies with like hot, like
They're
really
lava
hot-
cakes.
Lava cakes, yeah, but they were really hot.
Yeah.
And those were my favorite stoner snack for such a long time. Like,
Yeah.
holy fuck, that's the only thing I would get from them, and like was like if I wouldn't even eat all the pizza, right? But I would get to those 2 chocolate lava cakes, or yeah, dude, those things were dank. I loved those, like, cause yeah, I'm not big on sweets, candy, chocolate until like it's a craving. Like I'll get a craving
Yeah.
of chocolate, but I won't really get a craving of like lollipops, like those kind of sweets. I like Germ bakes brownies and cookies, as you know,
Bro.
often for me. Like, and that's it that I'll get.
I eat sweets so rarely. Like, it's just, I almost never want like chocolate definitely, but like
Yeah.
like sugary foods, like I almost never want those. Like, and I truly feel like something's wrong with me, because like I would rather have a steak than like a pie. You know what I mean? Unless it's butterscotch
Right.
pie.
No, I
Let-
agree.
I do want to rephrase. Butterscotch pie is heavenly, okay? And every year on my birthday, I want a butterscotch pie. Other than that, don't care about sweets.
Yeah, same. Like cake, I fucking hate. I'm not a cake guy. The only cake I do like is like the non-icing cake, where it's like the 7-Up cake or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
I love that.
Like the Coke cakes? Like,
think
that's the thing,
Coke-
right? Like
I
the
think
Coca-Cola
so.
cakes? Yeah.
Yeah, they all have like little weird nicknames.
Have you ever
it's
had
like-
rum cake?
I think yeah, where it's like not icing at all. Or wait, no, is it?
No, it's like a bundt cake that rum has been poured in.
Okay, I was making sure. I was like thinking of one thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I've had my grandpa just a few times maybe.
Okay.
I'd rather have a baked good than a fucking a sweet sucker or something. But
Yeah.
like you, I'd rather have like either a nice brat with sauerkraut. rather
Yes!
than-
Oh,
or,
God.
Or like a nice burger with like an egg in it and like all this crazy onions and like red pepper, all of that good.
Can we talk about how good fucking eggs are on burgers right now? Like,
Dude, I've been if you and I, because I don't
Dog.
get on Snapchat most or at all really, but anytime I get on Snapchat, I'm posting my dinner and it's usually just 3 eggs, right?
Oh, man.
The burgers just
Yes.
squishing it, and the 2 eggs are just out pouring over, and the first one
Yes.
is the only one inside. And
runny yolks too?
yeah. Oh,
Yes.
yeah. If I can't, sometimes 'cause I like to put the top on the pan, like
Yeah.
I'll like all the good stuff is on top, so I'll let it
Yeah.
simmer. But like sometimes I'll not time it, and
Yeah.
the eggs cook.
Yeah.
But even when that happens, it still tastes amazing. But when you
Yeah.
get it just before that and it's
Bro.
still runny,
Yes. It's
boy.
like, and that's that thing too. It's like that window that you've got to like feel for, because there's no way to really time it. Because it's like the best time is right after it would just be completely runny, but before it solidifies so much
Yeah.
that it just goes goes away. And it's like that goopy kind of
Ooh.
piece, but it's just like, and then it's spilled. Man, I
Yeah.
love eggs on a, whoever put an egg on a burger. I don't know, like I'd at least give him a hand job. You know what I mean? Because it was definitely a dude. It was definitely a dude. Yeah.
Dude, that shit's but that amazing to me. Amazing. Just let me feel the yolk drip down my beard.
Yes.
Crazy mess.
I want it all over me,
Oof.
rubbing yolk in my nipples. You know what I mean? Just like going at it. Just going at it.
Yeah, man. I've been. It's funny. I didn't cook ever until like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago.
I love cooking.
Never did it. Yeah, now I'm like OCD with it. That's how much I like it.
Bro, I've been making homemade quesadillas. Like the past couple of days, I made homemade quesadillas. I'm a fucking quesadilla machine, man. Like, and let me tell you how good these things are, man. Like, oh my god,
dude. So like, does that mean you do more of the cooking then?
Yeah, just because I'm a lot better at it than Sierra is. Like, I like real talk, no hate. Like, because I'm not that guy who says like women need to cook and men need to eat and like none of that. Like 100%. Like I'm a better cook. I should be cooking more. Like, and plus I enjoy cooking, and like it gives me a way to like spice up things and get her to try. If she cooked, like we would have like a plain hamburger every day is what we would have for dinner.
I see. Yeah, I've only recently gotten like really creative with like my meals and stuff, but yeah, no, that's funny. I think lately it's pretty even. I'd say I usually, because I'm a stay-at-home dad at this point, right? So like, she'll get home from work and I'll try to be cooking while she's getting home. So because there's a nice feeling to that, because I know if I was getting home from work, it'd be nice to get home to a meal. So like I kind of do that for her, and so it's like I'd be cooking more so these days. But I feel like if she didn't work and we were both at home, she would probably want to cook more.
Well, my thing is too, like, I mean, sometimes like we sporadically will like renew our HelloFresh subscription, and like if Sierra's got like the instructions, like she'll do it and she'll try to time it for when I get home. So like she'll cook stuff like that. She needs detailed instructions to cook though, whereas me, like, I'm just pulling shit out of the cabinets. I'm like, this will taste good with this. Like let's throw some of this in here. Like.
That's how I am with seasoning. I'm like, we have red pepper? Oh, shit. Okay. well, okay, we got this cilantro. We got the onion powder, the garlic powder. Like, just give me all of this. Like, dude, seasoning is the best part. Like,
bro,
it really is, man.
so many, I cannot understand people who want to eat their food just plain.
It's like they don't realize the taste they're missing out on.
The only things that I want plain are if I buy like a really nice steak, like cut at the butcher shop, like exactly how I want it and stuff. I want salt, pepper, and a little bit of garlic powder on it, and that's it.
Some garlic powder.
Nice. And some butter at the end to melt, and sear, good sear, medium rare, like that. But that's what I'm saying. Like anything else, like if you're talking hamburgers or something, if you're talking like. Literally anything else. Like, why are you not adding shit to it? Like, there is something you can enhance this meal with.
I season every. Yo, what up, Hell? I didn't say hi.
What up, Hell?
Just saw that long comment. My eggs seasoned like a motherfucker. Yes. My onions, the cheese on the eggs, the onion on top of the eggs, like all of it's getting seasoned. My brats, everything is just. Woo. Do you Have you ever seasoned the pan before instead of seasoning the food?
Oh yeah. I have. I'm a big proponent of like cast iron skillets and stuff that like you genuinely don't put like dish soap in and stuff. You just scrub them out, and like roll with it. But like I've seasoned the pan with many things. I think it's a really good way to cook. I don't usually make my steaks like that because I like to like let them suck everything up a little bit.
Yeah.
What up? Welcome back, Tater, too.
I heard someone, it was a comedian. He was just basically being told how you cook like a white guy if you season the food, and you cook like a black guy if you season the pan. And I heard that, I was like, wow, I've never thought of seasoning the pan before. After I heard that, I was like, I gotta try it. And it's it's like the equivalent of seasoning the food sometimes.
I've watched
what it is.
Yeah, I've watched so many of those things, and one thing that I've concluded is that I have like the most interracial cooking style in the world because like not just cooking, like how I make things, how I do things, and I think it's probably
that's what it is though.
Yeah,
just how you do it.
I think it's just that Southern thing, honestly, because I think a lot of what people look at as like soul food and stuff is also Southern food. Like a lot of people don't see that, but like, you know, black foods, not like for lack of a better term, are Southern foods for the most part. You know, except
Yeah.
like things that predate all that, and like. You know, one thing, but it's so funny because I watch these videos like I'm sure you've seen it, like the how white people make Kool-Aid versus how black people make Kool-Aid, and I'm watching this and I'm like, bro, like I'm dumping the sugar in too, like we doing the same thing, like come on now.
Right, yeah, it's always interesting to see those things, huh?
Yeah, which you know, I mean, like I said, to me, like, you know, your ethnic background, whatever the case may be, like that has no impact on anything.
Yeah, I agree. Yo, what up, Tater coming back in?
Tater saying, "Oh wow, the Big Island's volcano erupted. That's crazy."
Wow.
Let's see.
Dude, I remember hearing. I read that a couple died of like some miles away from a volcanic eruption, and just from like the smoke in the air, like the, you know what I mean, like the whatever the smoke from, what is that, carbon? Is that carbon monoxide? But
yes.
they died just from being, you know what I mean, like they were like basically viewing the volcano from a couple miles away or whatever the number was, and they fucking died just breathing it in. And I'm just like, damn, like, and people are living right there. Like, that's crazy.
Yes.
Fucking volcano eruptions are terrifying.
I just have hell no.
Is that just basically cooked completely, like not even a little bit of anything?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's great.
I've never really had one like that before. So what's just before that? Medium rare?
Medium well is before well done.
Medium well. Okay.
Yeah. Medium rare is how I like it. I like it dripping blood still.
Is medium rare before well?
So it's rare, then medium, then medium well, and then well done. Do you like it pink or red?
I guess I like a little pink, not a lot, but
okay. So you like it medium well, which is also unexacceptable.
Okay. But wait, are we talking just everything or just
steaks?
Like,
steaks.
I don't eat steaks. I eat chicken and burgers.
Okay. Well done in chicken is a good idea. I prefer medium in burgers, but you got to be really careful about going medium in burgers if you don't know where the meat came from.
Also, my shit's not even real meat, so does that even count? Like those Beyond Burgers, like they turn into, you know what I mean? They don't turn into like.
You're not vegan. You're not vegan, are you?
I'm not, but dude, you can get like such cheap amount of food, and it's good. It's good. I have like real chicken, and then I have fake chicken and like fake burgers. I've got a plethora of, you know what I mean? It's just random how I learned to cook.
It's good for the environment. I mean, honestly, like cows negatively contribute to the environment. So I mean, good on you.
Good on Germ, because if it wasn't for Germ, she's the one who's full. I mean, you know, everything down to her shampoo is fucking vegan.
Happy birthday to your grandbaby, by the way, Tater.
Oh, nice. 2 years old, just barely getting started.
Soft on the inside and burnt on the outside. Yeah, that's medium rare.
Soft on the inside, burnt on the outside. Okay. Yeah.
Medium rare is the way that you want it. Like you want medium rare with a good sear on the outside, so that it's like it's dripping when you cut into it, but it's burnt. It's oozing, crusty on the outside. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I like a steak as long as it's not fucking burnt to shit. I think.
Yeah.
I like it like I like my popcorn. You know what I mean? As soon as the popping stops, get it out of there. Don't leave the popcorn in there when it's not popping anymore. Fucking ridiculous, man.
So like, funny thing, Sierra had never had a steak when we got married.
Damn, that's a long life of not having steak.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. And she was just always like, I don't like them. I'm like,
yeah.
No, you would like them. You just you haven't had them made right. Like there's no way you don't like steak. Everybody likes steak. You might not want to like steak. You will like a steak if it's made right. And so I get these really nice ones, and like right off the bat, I fixed them and everything. Like, I didn't let her watch me or anything. I just, when it was done, like, I bring it over and she's like, you only cooked that for like 5 minutes. I was like, well, actually, it was like 7, but it's
Give it a
done.
try.
Like,
Yeah.
just try it. And she cuts into it and like, a little, like the blood just kind of comes out a little bit. And she's like, I don't think I can eat this. I'm like, just don't look at it. Just eat it. And she's like, this has so much flavor. I'm like, yeah, because all the flavor's in the blood. Like, you're cooking all the flavor out if you cook it past medium rare, honestly. But, like, beyond medium is just completely unacceptable. Like, you should just grind it up and eat hamburger.
Honestly, make it a steak carnitas.
Yeah.
Put it into a burrito.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably the only way I've eaten steak recently then. Just in like like a Chipotle burrito.
Yeah.
Alphabyte's shelfless today. I think I'm always shelfless. I ain't got no
Yeah.
shelves, you know what I mean? Not today, not tomorrow, you know what I mean? This is the look.
So now that we've doubled the time that we were planning on talking, I mean, do we still want to like hot seat up in here, or do we want to call that a wrap? I don't know. This is the first episode, so this is unexplored territory.
I think we should honestly wrap it just today.
Wrap it before you tap it. I got you.
Wrap it before we tap it. Absolutely got to do it, And then next week, that way it'll be like instead of 2.5 hours into it, bringing them on, because I'm a little worn out.
Yeah.
I would like to be like super fully engaged with this third person.
Yeah. Well, we also got a late start today too.
Yeah.
Like
definitely.
again my fault. So I'm sorry,
It's all
everyone.
good. It's all good. But dude, yeah, this was a first easy little breeze through alpacas and Cameltoes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Woo. Man, no, that cover though, Sierra fucking killed it.
So if you guys haven't already, like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. These will mostly, like, the full length ones will mostly just be videos from now on, unless like the occasional live stream happens to happen. But and then we'll be going live like part of the way through and all that. But like, share, and subscribe, like, share, and subscribe to like get this thing up in the algorithm so that y'all can all see all them popping notifications every time we doing this. Yeah.
Yes.
And there will be, for everybody kind of wondering about it, there will be like a live portion of this still, like, moving forward. Like there'll be a live portion. We'll do like the hot seats, like pull somebody in to talk and all that stuff. So like, don't think like we're cutting out like everything. But yeah.
The training wheels are still on.
Yeah.
So once they're off, don't worry. We're going to get this shit going. It's already fun as shit.
Did we expose deep secrets? I mean, he showed the inside of his butthole, so that's kind of deep.
That's the deepest thing we got into today. By far. The echo is still escaping from his laughter. Like, that's what you're hearing escaping right now, is the echo of his laughter from an hour and a half ago when we looked into it. And that's a great first episode, y'all.
That's a great first episode.
Fuck Jar Jar Binks.
Fuck
Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar.
Is it Binks or Jinx?
It's Binks.
Okay,
Jar Jar Binks.
Can you imagine if it was Jar Jar Jinx? That would be funny.
Yeah, I already renamed the episode too. It's Jar Jar Binks. Let Jar Jar die.
Okay. Yeah,
let Jar Jar die.
Let him die.
Let
Absolutely.
him die. Appreciate y'all. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We're going to end this thing. Bye-bye.
Later.